7, your top 7 most likely surprise teams, but the one at the top is my surprise team.
Okay.
But I bring this up now. It's going to be in a little bit here. I bring it up now because you know how it is. Sometimes you're doing something, you're working on something, you're trying to think of something, and you kind of feel like you're, at a dead end. Then it's like, okay, I'm going to take a shower. You get in the shower, it's like all these good ideas come in because you're not trying so hard. So I got on the shower and I'm thinking, Jay, a great Kevin 7 would be 7 greatest guitar solos in, well, first I thought 70s popular music, but then I thought just pop music. And so I don't know if we'll do it today. Maybe it's something we can throw around. I just thought, man, that would be fun to do on a Friday.
Dude, it's Friday.
Yeah.
We can do anything.
Yes.
Listen, that's the one thing about it. It's still considered the summer. Until football season is here.
Friday of the summer.
There it goes. Until football season is here, then it's summer for me.
Mm-hmm.
So you can spin out anything you want to, Whitey.
Mm-hmm.
Please, let's do it. You tell me what makes sense and let's talk about it.
Yeah, we could just throw that around. 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. You raise an interesting question, Jay, at least an interesting question to me. Do you observe summer only until Labor Day weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the way I kind of see it.
If you go by the calendar, the first day of fall, September 20th or 21st.
End of September.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I hated the end of summer. So I hung on to those last 3 weeks. Like, it's still summer. Yeah, but you're back at school. I know, but it's still summer. But I think maybe I'm going to have to just embrace the more traditional way of looking at it. Summer's ending this big holiday weekend.
Yeah, that was pretty much for me. And it was always, school time, right?
Yes.
So every single day, every single year, you would go back to school the Tuesday after Labor Day. That was kind of their kickoff. Now it's completely different. They got these kids in there in July and August.
Mm-hmm.
And so, that is a little different. But I'm with you. Traditionally, the end of summer for me is that 3-day Labor Day.
Mm-hmm.
You kick it, have a little barbecue, a little kickback, play a little dominoes, spades, tonk, something of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Let Unc get on the grill.
Yeah.
And you just relax, man. Absolutely.
Get the Napoleon fired up.
Yes, sir. You got it fired up this weekend?
That's the plan.
That boy.
It's a plan anyway.
What you got marinating in the refrigerator right now?
I have no idea what has been, what's on the docket.
Okay. Anything been seasoned?
That's not my department.
Oh, you do the cooking.
The meats, and then it's like, here's the meat.
Yeah.
Make your magic.
There you go. I like that. I actually like that, but I also come from the school of you got to get the rub and everything else too. So sometimes I do it. Sometimes I let the wife do it. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes you let the uncles do it, and that's how we play ball.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How about this then? This is my first nominee for one of the 7 best pop song guitar solos. Jack.
Okay. Some of these you're gonna have to help me with, by the way. Excuse me.
I know, and that's one thing. I know you don't have them ready, and we can't hold on. I'll find it. I know we can't do that, but heard this song a million times when I was in high school, and a friend of mine one time said, "Man, that's a great solo." And every time I hear this song since then, I think of it that way. I hadn't thought of it before. Commodores, I'm Easy. That guitar solo.
Okay.
That is a great solo. It's not a long solo, but it's really cool. The cool thing to me about a really great solo is just where you have, you have your the verse and you have the notes in the verse, and a soloist has to take that and then go somewhere else completely different. Doesn't have to be really fast. That's great. Or really, intricate, but sometimes just a real tasteful solo that takes the whole melody somewhere else. It's like, wow, that's really cool. And I think that's a great, very, very understated great solo.
Okay. And I like how you put that out there because the Commodore's Easy is pretty slow, mellow.
Yes.
So it's not like those
are good too, but it doesn't have to.
Yeah. It's kind of low key. I'm gonna have to remember off the top of my head. I'm trying to think of where the guitar solo is. Probably at the end, right? Most of the solos
pretty much in the middle.
In the middle? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I would figure most solos are either going to be in the middle or the end when it comes to instruments. So I'm gonna try to go find that. And we'll play it, and then when we get to it, you just tell me. Matter of fact,
it's a really short one.
Let's do this. Let's do this. I'll play it, and when you get to the point, you say, "Hey Jay, that's it. Be quiet. Shut your mouth."
We're going to talk about
Are
football.
we?
Yeah, I think we
right.
will. One time, Jay, we had this. We had at the station. We had this. This parody song band, and there's a band called Megadeth. Dave Mustaine was the lead singer. They had a song called "Almost Honest," and I did this stupid parody called "Orthodontist." So it was dumb. It was fun. So we had this station event, and it was at Cal Expo, and he was going to be there. He was going to play, and somebody at the station said, "Hey, we should get him to come out on stage with you when you guys do that song." And right away, I was like, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't really want to do that. But somehow they talked him into it. So, he's got to talk to us before we go out. And this is, like 40 minutes before we go on stage or something.
Sure.
And he goes, all right, because you got to work out how you're going to play it. And he goes, your bass player showed me how you guys are doing it. It's totally wrong. And I was like, well, that's the way we do it.
How we're going to do it.
There's not a lot we can do. It's not like we're great musicians that can just go up there and figure it out, but I'll never forget it. Yeah, the way you guys are doing it is totally wrong. But we ended up getting him out on stage, and people were going nuts. And speaking of solos, it was his guitarist played solo, but he played rhythm, and it was crazy, but it was just nerve-wracking. But people responded. They didn't care. They knew it was dumb. And they're like, yay.
Sure. What was the name of the band, Big Time?
That band is
your band. The parody band.
Well, it was, I think, just like Rice Guy's band or something.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. What did my boy Phantom play?
I think he would go out and like hit golf balls and stuff.
Oh, okay, all right.
He wasn't really.
He wasn't at least playing the triangles or nothing.
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
He wasn't.
The percussions.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway, Jay. So if you have any suggestions, some of your favorite solos from pop songs, you can suggest whatever you want.
Sure.
But to me, pop songs are cool because, the best solos are typically like harder metal. But that only appeals to a certain segment of the population. Pop songs kind of in the middle, and some of them have great solos. So for Labor Day weekend, it's a great weekend for driving around, listening to music. If you have any suggestions for that, we would love to hear them. I do have to ask you, Jay, what you thought since you were not here yesterday. And thanks again to Chris Watkins for coming in. What'd you think of the big trade? Micah Parsons.
Man.
Gone.
Yeah. The first thing I thought about was, damn, Cowboys would be garbage again. And then just a huge Grinch smile came across my face.
There you go.
And so I immediately pick up the phone, and I'm texting all my boys back in Texas and people here, Cowboy, who are part of the terrible Cowboy nation that they are, which I still can't believe anybody would even, claim that type of a fiasco. But everybody, to the person, it's like the season is over with.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know how splendid I felt as a 49er fan, as a fan of the NFL, to know that we won't have to hear from Cowboy fans for the most part all season. And they'll be looking forward to, just like we see a lot of the NBA teams, the Utah Jazz and the Brooklyn Nets and Philadelphia over the years and all these other teams who have tanked. The fact that Jerry Jones has said this move allows us to be a playoff team, to be in the playoff position, you must be out your damn mind, Jerry Jones.
Yeah,
but I would rather
trade. Yeah,
be that way.
Mm-hmm.
It just made me smile, Whitey, because that season, the season for the Dallas Cowboys, circumstantially, it's not over, but it's over. Mathematically, it's not over, but it's over.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell by the Cowboy Nation, the Michael Irvins, the Dez Bryants, the Moose Johnstons, and so on and so forth, who've played. They are literally hurt.
Yes.
And I love it.
Yeah.
I will say I love it, Whitey.
Because they all thought, and all the writers that cover the Cowboys thought, they're going to stretch this out, and Jerry Jones is milking it for all the drama it's worth, and then right before, they really need Mike in camp, then they'll settle it. In fact, you probably saw this. Michael Irvin on Twitter, a minute before Ian Rappaport reported the trade, a minute before, Michael Irvin said, I guarantee you they will not trade
done. Yep.
Micah Parsons.
I'm telling you, man.
Can't wait.
It is a beautiful season already in the making.
Great football season already.
Oh, come on, man. Could anything even start the season any better for you? I'm literally sitting there, and my wife, I got to give my wife a shout out, man. Shouts out to my beautiful wife, Jade. She so-called
Texas guy.
Yeah. She so-called called herself this year talking about, I'm going to pay more attention to the 49ers and Bay Area sports. She's from San Francisco, born in the city, and which kills me because, you know, her father-in-law, they love the Giants, and that's cool. But she so-called calls herself saying, look, I'm going to pay attention to sports. So she's like, I got my ESPN app, and I'm getting all my notifications. Right? So now she's just like, anything hits, ESPN notification. I could be anywhere in the house.
Yeah.
Even on the, she'll you know, we have a Google system inside the house. So I could be in the man cave or something, and she'll say, hey, Google, I got ESPN notification. I'm like, babe, all right, okay. So anyway, I say that to say it popped up, and I didn't even know. I wasn't even on the phone. And my wife goes, Dallas Cowboys trade a Micah person. But I said, what? Wait a minute. Slow down. Hold on real fast. She's like, yeah. So let me see your phone. Trade Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers.
It was just about 24 hours ago.
It was spectacular.
Yeah.
It was spectacular. I'm telling you, man, I'm basking in the glory that the Cowboys will be terrible this year.
You set us up, of course, yesterday to talk to, is it Michael Fabiano?
Fabiano, yeah, that's my guy, man.
And you alerted us on text, like, hey, he's a Cowboy fan.
Yeah.
He was miserable. He was great on the show.
Sure.
But he had a hard time. And he said, I'm sorry, you guys, my phone is getting ping, ping, ping constantly, which we couldn't hear.
Right.
But he was like, this is the worst. I hate Jerry Jones. He had a hard time.
Yeah, Fabiano, I used to work with him over at NFL Network. You know, he's one of the guys at NFL Network for a long time, and before he went over to Sports Illustrated. But, yeah, he is a huge Cowboy guy, and it just worked out. It was karma. You know, you got to thank the football gods. The fact of the matter is you got a guy like Michael Fabiano who's well-known and is a Cowboy fan, and then it was set up perfectly for you and Watkins. And I'm telling you, man, I took glory in the fact that Michael Fabiano and the guys like that are just crushed.
Yeah.
I loved it. He texts me. He's like, oh, Jay, man, we really got to do it. You know, laugh out loud. Ha ha. I said, yep, absolutely. You got to face the music, brother. Defend your owner like you guys have consistently defended him over the years.
He gave a great interview, and Chris Watkins asked a great question because, you know, it was fun. There was a little bit of awkwardness because this guy was really going through it.
Yeah.
And we're asking about the Cowboys, you know, and he'd hinted like, I really want to talk more about fantasy stuff. And we're like, yeah. But about that trade.
Right.
So Chris Watkins says, well, the Cowboys trading Micah Parsons, isn't that good fantasy-wise for their offensive players? Because now they'll have to score more points. And Mike was like, that's a really good way to put it. Thank you for bringing it back. That's great. I appreciate that.
Man, I'm telling you, even some of the players. Did you see DeMarcus Ware?
No.
Hall of Famer. He's got the camera on him, and he just, you know, hand in the face and just, I mean, face in the hand, and he's just literally going through it. But I even saw a couple of the Dallas Cowboys players, you know, on social network post the shrugging emoji, you know, thinking emoji, like all those type of, you know, emojis. And so it was super interesting to see, like, that's a big ripple through the NFL. When something like that happens, everybody pays attention to it. It's almost like a Luka Doncic type situation. Everybody to the person in the NFL and just throughout media, just, you know, people of interest, as I call them, they all were flabbergasted.
Now here in the YouTube chat, 12 Mulatu says people are blowing past how good Kenny Clark is. He's a monster.
Oh, he is. He's good.
He's a good defensive tackle.
Yep.
He's
say that one more time, Whitey. He's a good defensive what?
Tackle.
Okay. What does Michael Parsons play?
He's an edge rusher.
There you go.
And I read somewhere that Kenny Clark, he's been to the Pro Bowl 3 times, 12 Mulatu. So I know you know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, he's a
but
baller.
he's 30 or is about to turn 30. And Green Bay's like, I guess they're really into analytics. When they got a lineman that's about to turn 30, they're kind of all right. That banana might be a little too ripe for us. But Kirk Herbstreit's another one that said, hey, hear me out. Right. This could be good for the Cowboys. And he says, if you're trying with a new coach to instill it's kind of like what the Kings are going through, a new culture and all that. Maybe if you have a guy like Parsons that wasn't on board, maybe it's good that you move on from him. Might be a stretch, but there's three now, 12 Mulatu, Jerry Jones, and Kirk Herbstreit that are saying, no, this could work out for the Cowboys.
Yeah, let's go ahead and remove one. Jerry Jones, we know he would say that. So
comparing this, of course, to the Herschel Walker trade.
Yeah, come on, man. This dude is truly, he's a top 5 DN in the league, hands down. It's not even close. And by all accounts, since he's been in the league, he's on a projection for sure to be a Hall of Famer. He's super young, super young.
Yeah.
I understand that you can't pay everybody. Believe me, we talked about this on Wednesday, Whitey. The 49ers were up against it. They couldn't hold on to Greenlaw. They couldn't hold on to DJ Jones, couldn't hold on to Talanoa Hufanga. They just can't hold on and hang on to everybody who creates a name and is a all-pro, Pro Bowler, or a good player. It happens in the NFL. But what is super interesting is this. You have to pay your quarterback if you believe you have a top-flight quarterback. And if you choose not to, good luck with, at this point, we see quarterbacks win championships. Beyond that, there's probably 2 or 3 other positions that most people in the NFL or who watch the NFL believe is number 1 position. It's either a left tackle, a DN, or probably a middle linebacker in some form or fashion.
At the bottom of the list is, near the bottom is running back, although that's changing again.
Yeah, it is. It's starting to kind of maneuver up that way, but some people would even tell you corner. But edge rusher and left tackle,
And they go hand in hand.
Absolutely. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Man, so when you think about that, and I saw somebody post this, and I can't remember who said it, but they chose to pay Dak Prescott over Micah Parsons. They chose to pay CeeDee Lamb over Micah Parsons. Now, wide receiver, people could argue this, the game is changed as you talk about running back, wide receivers. Wide receivers are very, very important these days.
Yeah, and their salaries are going up the last couple of years.
They definitely are. But when you really take a step back and look at it, Micah Parsons, would you agree Micah Parsons means more for a football team than CeeDee Lamb?
Yes.
Yeah. And now, I'm not saying a defensive end means more than a quarterback, but for the Cowboys, would you argue that Micah Parsons may be more important than Dak Prescott?
I don't know. I have to think about that, but I mean, you could certainly make the case.
And it's really just because of the play of Dak Prescott,
and
him being hurt and things like that. I think at his height, he's a pretty good above average quarterback.
Yeah,
he's probably right on the realm of a top 10 guy.
The thing is, Jerry botched the dealings with him too, with Dak.
They did, absolutely.
Yeah,
and so
they ended up paying more than they had to.
That's the toughest part, I think, when you talk to Cowboy fans and NFL circle, is if this guy was a Joe Burrow, a Jaden Daniels, a Josh Allen, they're no brainer. You take him over your star defensive end, but because it's Dak Prescott, and some people thumb their nose up at Dak. There's a lot of people who are saying this is the dumbest move you could have made. You paid the wrong person, the wrong two people when you should have paid Micah Parsons. Mm-hmm. And as much as, Whitey, you could agree with it or not, I just love the fact that the Cowboys are going through it.
The Packers are a little scary now, scarier than they were even.
They are, yeah, they are.
Yeah, but they're not the Cowboys. By the way, D-Money says, let's be honest, fellas. With or without Parsons, the Cowboys weren't going to win anything this year anyway.
D-Money spot on, but it makes me feel a little more comfortable. It does. It truly does. Mm-hmm. I'm with D-Money.
You just want to see the hope of Dallas fans just completely dashed.
Absolutely.
Every team, beginning of the year, they can kind of squint and go, I think if things break our way, but for Cowboy fans, it's hard right now to even do that. It may be flat out impossible to do that.
You couldn't even put the Google glasses on right now and see something clear if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan. It just ain't it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you to Tino. Tino points out that was Thomas McClary playing the guitar solo.
Shouts out to Tino.
In the Commodore song, Easy. Thank you. Giving Thomas McClary a shout out there.
No doubt.
Nice solo.
Yeah.
We got a lot of mentions, a lot of people mentioning some cool solos. Appreciate all that. 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. It's Jay and Waddy today on a Friday. Thanks for being with us. Believe it or not, there's some, let me just double check. It looks like there's some good injury news for the 49ers.
Okay.
Can you believe that?
Maybe.
We'll look at that next on Sacktown Sports.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Fidium Fiber.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA3 Weather Center. It's finally Friday, stepping into a holiday weekend and feeling the sunshine and the heat today. Temperatures will peak in the mid to upper 90s with light southwesterly winds. Overnight lows will drop off to the upper 50s and low 60s first thing Saturday morning. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
It's about time they
fixed that pothole.
Invented better windshield wipers.
Made an internet that just works. Fidium Fiber Internet, starting at only $30 a month. It feels like Fidium. Offer available to residential customers only. Terms and conditions apply. See Fidium.com for details.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-838-6767. That's 800-838-6767.
This Labor Day Sell-a-thon, your California Ford dealer proudly salutes you. From job sites to open roads, Ford trucks and SUVs move the people who move the nation. And for a limited time, get the biggest deals on an incredible selection. Like the built Ford Tough F-150 truck, part of Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 48 years and counting. Or the adventure-ready Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport with GOAT modes to help you conquer the great outdoors. And check out the always electrifying Ford Mustang Mach-E with 0 to 60 thrills and 0 emissions. To the ones who keep America moving, these deals are for you. It's the Ford Labor Day Sell-a-thon, and it's your chance to save. Whether it's gas, hybrid, or all-electric, now is the best time to get behind the wheel of your brand new Ford truck or SUV and drive it home today. So go to your California Ford dealer now, based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Avriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo with RVs of Sacramento and the Smud Museum of Science and Curiosity. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
I'm with Vince Bloom, General Manager and Big Guy at Folsom Lake Dodge.
I think you mean the Summer Deal Guy.
Vince, the Summer Deal Guy. And why is that, Vince?
Because summertime means the deals are heating up at Folsom Lake Dodge. I'm talking hot deals you don't want to miss.
I know what you mean. During the Make This the Summer event at Folsom Lake Dodge, I see you can save over $15,000 off a new 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4. Over $15,000.
But that's not the only summer deal at Folsom Lake Dodge.
Far from it. I see the Summer Deal Guy is also offering deals on on all their Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles.
I am.
Hot summer deals on everything? This really is the summer.
Exactly.
Save over 15 grand off a new 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4.
At Folsom Lake Dodge. In the Folsom Auto Mall and online at FolsomLakeDodge.com.
Discount includes 1,000 West BC SFS retail bonus cash, 1,000 West BC SFS bonus cash, national snackable 20% below MSRP, retail discount $59.91. One at this net discount. Sample VIN SN 772855 expires 9/2/25.
Live and local, it's the Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/SacktownSports1140.
Or listen on the Sacktown Sports app.
Hear that bass, G? I think that's a big stand-up bass. Thanks for playing a little. Please, we were just talking about Andy Summers, the guitarist, because today is a day to discuss your favorite pop song solos. This is a great weekend for listening to music, driving around, or barbecuing. So I just threw it out earlier, your favorite solos, guitar solos from popular songs, pop music, top 40 stuff. So we don't get too far into this genre or that genre. We've already got some great suggestions, which we appreciate very much.
Whitey, you're 100% right. I'm looking at the music video, and he is playing a stand-up guitar. Love it.
Big
that thing
sucker.
That thing about tall as DeMarcus Cousins. Yeah.
Never played one of those.
Really?
So it's got to be heavy, I would think. Yeah.
He was handling it pretty well right there, big time.
Pretty good jazz player and bass player.
The one that, as you talk about, and I know you'll read a few of them that comes off the text line. The first solo guitar act that I thought about was Ernie Isley from Who's That Lady?
Oh yeah.
Like in the middle, he's like, that was like one of the first ones that popped in my mind.
That's a great one.
Yeah. So I was like, okay. So I'm just trying to think of a few of them off the top of my head.
It's funny because sometimes you don't really notice them. They
yes.
just
it's part of it.
Oh, that was a good one.
Oh, my boy Bootsy Collins got to have something around here.
I'm kind of a fan of some of Pablo Cruz stuff. And I know that's really poppy, but they have some really nice solos.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Love Will Find a Way. That's a nice, it's not a big, like, it's the most awesome solo I've ever heard.
Right.
It's very tastefully done.
Attaboy.
Yeah. 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. If you've got something you want to share with us there, of course, you can also hit us up in the YouTube chat. Here's some good news on the injury front for the 49ers. I didn't know if I would ever say that again the rest of my life. Dominic Pooney, according to The Athletic, and Kalia Davis were running on a side field Thursday and appear to be on track to practice next week, Jay.
Okay.
Yeah. Dominic Pooney had no sleeve on his knee like he did last week. And if healthy, according to The Athletic, both Dominic Pooney and Kalia Davis are likely to start in Seattle on September 7th.
Yes, sir.
Might need them.
Yeah.
that might come in handy.
Simple as could be. Yeah.
Others on the 53-man squad who did not practice yesterday include Jauan Jennings, Russell Gage knee, Jordan Watkins high ankle, defensive end Yetur Gross-Matos knee. Anyway, and Yetur Gross-Matos is expected to take part in his first practice of the season next week. Did you hear, Jay? Did you see what, according to Tim Kawakami, Jauan Jennings is asking for?
Yeah, I did. And
wow.
I got nothing but love for Double J, but I don't know if it's him and or his camp, his agent, but they sick in the head if they think they're going to get that.
Yeah, that to me,
$20+ million.
Doesn't bode well for a solution.
Yeah, no. 20 million. Listen, they didn't want to give Brandon Ayuk a penny more than about 24 million. So you're looking for 20+ million. Nah, I get it. I understand. You shoot high, they come a little low, you meet in the middle. I get it. I understand the tactics.
Now, we don't know for sure that it's 20. Tim Kawakami, who's very well connected, he said he was on 95.7 The Game. What you hear, not from the camp, but from NFL circles, is that it's high. He said it's above 20 million per year is what I've heard, and maybe a lot above 20 million a year.
Come on, man.
To put him in the top 20 or so of receivers in that realm. The 49ers have done it before with Ayuk, so there is precedent for lifting a guy way up in the higher ranks of the receivers. And he also said, what I've heard from the 49ers side is they don't want to do anything.
No. I mean, and definitely not towards the number that they're asking for, Jauan Jennings. And again, I get it, Whitey.
Mm-hmm.
If you are in a negotiation, if you are into a back and forth banter, then yeah, you stick your feet into the ground and you ask for something that's over the top. I get it, especially if you're Jauan Jennings in the form of you look around the wide receiver room and really you are the standout. You are the Brandon Ayuk. You are the Deebo Samuel for this team right now. You are the wily veteran. You are the person who put up stats almost 1,000 yards for the first time last year. Again, spinning off of the Super Bowl play as well. This is his time to try and get anything that he possibly can. No doubt about that. But if you are trying to get $20+ million, you're technically, and Kawakami said it, you're talking about top 20 wide receiver.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. You were just the third string wide receiver on this team last year.
Mm-hmm. Per overthecap.com, the NFL's 20th highest paid receiver for the 2025 season is Devontae Adams with the Rams at $22 million.
Stop it. Devontae Adams, Jauan Jennings.
Yeah. And he signed that new 2-year deal with the 49ers during the 2024 offseason, worth up to $15.4 million, $10.5 million in guaranteed money. So he's currently, according to Over the Cap, 42nd highest. He has a 42nd highest salary among NFL wide receivers. So yeah, he maybe feels like, look, I saved the day last year. The team didn't win many games, but they wouldn't have won 6 without me. And I had to fill in when Ayuk wasn't there, and I want my money. And he's not going to get anything close to that.
No.
And someone needs to do him the favor and say, Jauan, they're not going to give you that. So what do you want to do?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I say you shoot high, they come low, you work your way in the middle. Even his base salary is $1.7 million this year, right? So on paper, though, he's supposed to get about $7.7 million. So, okay, let's just start there. Let's round up. Let's start at 8. You're asking for 20 or more. So let's just start at 20.
Mm-hmm.
The middle is what? 14?
Mm-hmm.
15?
Yeah, maybe a little lower, but yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
13,
yeah.
14,
Yeah.
something in there, Okay. You willing to do that if you're the 49ers? 13?
Well, here's what Tim had to say about that. He said, quote, their stance is we keep doing you every year. We're going to come and do it again. What are we going to tell McKivitz? What are we going to tell Trent? What are we going to tell Purdy? So you understand that precedent that they don't want to break. But if you're asking me what the dollars are, I would tell you, just from my opinion, it's not close. It's not even close.
Nah, man, they're probably talking around 10. We'll give you a little bump here, Double J.
Mm-hmm.
You are coming in as our number one guy until week 1. I continue to keep on saying I think Tricky Ricky P is going to have a good season.
I think they're kind of counting on that.
I think, well, yeah, they should be counting on that. And if not, if they're not counting on it, fans, 49er, the faithful, we need to be counting on it, because if he doesn't have a good season, I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to have some troubles here. So 10, 11, 12, okay, maybe have a conversation, but setting the precedent of renegotiating, and this is kind of what you're talking about, or Tim Kawakami is talking about, setting a precedent as far as renegotiating right in the beginning of a season, right after we just gave you a little paper, a little change. If you felt that way, you should have asked us that last, when we negotiated a little bit. Because remember, he got paid, and then a few months later, he was like, hey, I'm unhappy.
Yeah.
So were you unhappy when we paid you 2-3 months prior to that as well?
Right. I think that's the
probably
point.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. The 49ers are expecting Kendrick Bourne for a visit Monday. Apparently they want to make sure his foot's okay, because his foot has kept him out of some workouts with New England. And then he's got a
Commanders
scheduled. That's Tuesday.
Yes.
So my thought is maybe the 49ers can get him to call the Commanders and say, I ain't coming. I got things worked
Would
out.
you always rather be the first or the last?
The team?
Yeah.
First. I'd rather be first.
Be first?
In this case, when he's got the history with me,
Yeah.
Because he can always say, all right, great. I'm not even going to go see that.
According to Tom Pelissero, the framework's already in motion for both teams, too. I saw. He said the framework, meaning the pay, has already been discussed.
That tells me that if I'm the Niners and I meet what he wants and I look at him and say, okay, the doctor says you're good,
He's coming.
Get it done.
Yeah.
I have that opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope he does, man, because if he does, I'm reaching out to him immediately. Watch him jump on air and talk a little smoke. I love Kendrick Bourne. Kendrick Bourne is one of my favorite players, one of my favorite guys that have came through the 49ers in the last 5-10 years. He's a good dude. He's very interesting. He definitely is the type of guy that wears his emotions on his sleeve. But you definitely can't tell him he can't get it done.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to show him. He believes that he can go out there and catch a pass on anybody. And I like that. I like the bravado. I like the brashness. I like the confidence that he exuberates when it comes to, for the 49ers.
Yeah. Did you see that Valdez-Scantling was put on the practice squad?
Yeah. They brought him in. And it may be just based on, Kendrick Bourne is available. And if he comes this way or, I have no clue. But, I'm guessing here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure it out. Maybe he's not ready to go.
Maybe.
I don't know.
It looks a little more encouraging on the wide receiver front than it did just a few days ago, but it looks like they clearly are. And while you figure out what you want to do, we're going to go get some other receivers.
Yeah.
And then once Ayuk comes back, we may be done with you anyway, if that's the way you want to look at it.
Ooh, could you see them trading Jauan Jennings this season?
Well, I would at this point, I think.
Really?
That's real. If he's dug in on that, bless him. You can ask for whatever you want, but you're not going to get that here.
No.
I don't know if he's going to get that anywhere.
I was just saying that. I don't see Jauan Jennings getting $20+ million anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When we come back, welcome to the year of the 4-homer game. Wow, what's going on? Next, Sacktown Sports.
The Drive Guys. And I know you guys missed me, so I was like, I'm coming in.
We're starting to get used to it. I'm not having you, actually.
I mean, I actually felt bad for Jay too. I'm like, damn, Jay, you got to work with this dude for 4 hours. And I'm like, let me come help Jay. No, I'm messing with you. You know what though? I missed you the other night.
You can listen to the Drive Guys Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 1140 a.m. YouTube and the Sacktown Sports app.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppables bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. With Downy Unstoppables, you just toss, wash, wow, for all-day freshness.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-646-5454. That's 800-646-5454.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Let's go.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Save big during Labor Day at Lowe's. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, buy more to get up to an additional 20% off. Shop even more savings with 3 Stay Green 1 cubic foot vegetable and flower garden soil bags for $10. This Labor Day, take care of your home for less at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid through 9/3. Soil offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. Select locations only. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
What is your next success story? At University of Maryland Global Campus, you can succeed again with more than 135 affordable online degrees and certificates to help you move your career forward. From cybersecurity and AI to healthcare and MBA, our programs help you build critical thinking, leadership, and communication skills that set you apart in today's job market. Apply now and save with no application fee through September 3rd. Visit umgc.edu to get started. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
Come check out Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room with the most variety of table games in the region in a safe and friendly environment. Plenty of well-lit parking available, conveniently located in downtown Sacramento. And remember, Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com, and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The Labor Day Sell-a-thon is on at Folsom Lake Ford. Right now, with your approved credit, get 0% financing, plus 0 down, plus no payments for 90 days on select new Fords. Hurry to Folsom Lake Ford today. Interest accrues from date of purchase.
No better duo. Nope. Never.
It's the Drive Guys.
Right here on Sacktown Sports.
What do we got here, Jay, on this Flashback Friday?
This is Rock and Roll Gangster by Allen, right? Alon, or it was Allen, or Aalon. I never knew how to pronounce the name, but yeah. Cream City. That Cream City right here. My mom used to slap this back in the day.
Yeah? We got a question here before we move on. Manny Too Legit with a basketball question for us, Jay. Why do you, JJ? How much impact will Schroeder have to help the Kings out of third season since our last weird season of ups and mostly downs? I had some issues of reading that, but I think the gist of it is how much impact Schroeder going to have this year. Is he going to help to avoid all the ups and all the downs, the roller coaster syndrome that Kings and Kings fans have been going through? Jay?
What's today?
Today is August the 29th.
I'll talk to you about that about next month, 29th.
You don't have any, you don't want to speculate?
No need to. Let's talk a little Euro basket action or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I
he looks
understand.
good in Euro basket.
Yeah, he does, and he should.
Better.
As you said, he should. Yeah. Shouts out to Dennis Schroeder. I think Dennis Schroeder is going to help the team immensely. Now, how you measure that as far as in wins, how they look, will probably be a little different. You know, I don't see this team as a 50-win type team. I think they will look a lot better, especially coming off an off season and, you know, coaching staff change and having more time to mend together. But I'm not 100% sure just yet. I think one of the things Kyle Draper always talks about is there's going to be a lot of pressure on Dennis Schroeder. There is a ton of pressure.
Yeah.
That is going to be upon his shoulders, Atlas style. And so I'm not 100% sure yet. This roster, I still think they're going to add somebody. You know, from everything, all accounts, you still hear whispers about this team isn't done. You know, they have 13 men on the roster. And so minus the, you know, training camp invites, so they'll probably push it to about 20. But we'll see. We'll truly see.
Yeah.
Is Terrence Davis on this team? What's going on with Trey Lyles?
Trey Lyles is not. Terrence Davis is, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, but I'm saying I'm just throwing out questions.
Sure.
You know, what's going on? What's going to happen with Mason Jones? Like,
it's going to be tough for him, I think.
Yeah, there's some questions that still have not been answered, unless, you know, them being quiet is the answer. But if that's the case, then I would venture to say Mason Jones is not on this team. Terrence Davis is on this team, and Trey Lyles is not.
Yeah.
So I just don't know you walking to this year with 13 men on the roster.
I think, I think, Benny, there's going to be a lot of focus on Schroeder's points and his assists, and obviously those are important. I think he's got to help them be better defensively, especially when you're a smaller team. You know, you got to make shots, and you have to be able to defend on the perimeter, because you're not going to be able to beat teams inside when you're smaller. So you have to do those things. And I think for the Kings, the most important thing is defense, especially the perimeter defense. If their perimeter defense isn't a lot better, I think we're going to end up doing a lot of this and a lot of, they should have won more games. So I think he can help them with that. But that's the main thing I'll be looking at. I think a lot of people will be looking at the other things, which are important, but they've got to be better defensively. And we'll see if I should be an NBA GM here. There's a player that I mentioned a couple days ago, and I told Alan about him, and Alan's doing backflips over him now. Olivier Maxence Prosper. He is available. Thank you, Jay, for this update from Michael Scotto. That's the guy that the Kings drafted in 23, but they drafted him for Dallas. He's been with Dallas for a couple years and hasn't played much at all. He was a real good defender, very athletic player at Marquette. Anyway, Dallas has had him, but they haven't played him many games at all, and they're trying to bring back Dante Exum. So to make room for Dante Exum, looks like today they've decided to waive and stretch Olivier Maxence Prosper. So the Kings have a shot at him. Other teams do too. I'll be interested to see if they have any interest. He's definitely a project. He's not like, bring him in and we're set. So it's also kind of an interesting barometer into where the Kings are as far as their timeline. You know, tanking teams, this is a guy that tanking team would go, yeah, let's get him. We're not going to win a lot of games with him, and maybe he gets better. So interested to see if that goes anywhere. I wanted to tell you, Jay, that something strange is going on in baseball, because last night, Kyle Schwarber of the Phillies, he had 4 home runs in a game. I don't like the Phillies because they're really good, but Kyle Schwarber is incredible. I don't root for the Phillies. They kind of scare me when my team's playing against them. Like, I hate those guys. But Kyle Schwarber is the 3rd player in baseball to hit 4 home runs in a game this year. No one had done it since 2017. And this year, 3 players have hit 4 home runs in a game, Jay. And we've talked about how offense is kind of down this year. You look at the batting averages, and they're hard to find. But 3 players have hit 4 home runs in a game this year. That's rather unusual. Only 21 total have ever done it, 3 of them this year.
Yeah, Schwarber doesn't surprise me, though, man. He is bombs.
I know.
He's that type of dude. Yeah, I don't really have an answer for that, Whitey.
I don't know that anybody does. It is very strange.
I mean, there's really no need to be like, yeah, you know, this and that and that. Like, no, I have no clue. It's just something that has happened.
I don't know about Suarez, who was the first to do it this year, but I know Nick Kurtz, of course, did it, and Schwarber at the end of their 4 home run games. I know they got to face position players. I know Schwarber did. I think Nick Kurtz did as well. So I don't know. Is that part of it? Are teams throwing more position players out there? I don't know, but obviously 4 home runs is legit, and I'm with you. He reminds me of Dave Parker in a way, and they're totally different players, but both left-handed. But I remember watching Dave Parker and feeling like he is definitely going to hit the ball really hard somewhere. There's a good chance it's going over the fence.
Yeah.
And I feel that way similarly with Schwarber.
Yeah.
Every time I see him up, it's like, watch, he's probably going to hit a home run.
They look like the Paul Bunyan style.
Yeah.
And their stature also kind of played a part in that as well. They weren't, small. They are some big fellas. They have a lot of, as my boy Carmichael Dave would say, if I could find it in time, I can't. So I'll just move on. But yeah, they are big. How about that?
You looking for girth?
Yes, I'm like, what did I do with that? I felt like I kept it. I know I kept it. Whitey, what did I do with that drop, brother?
We have another one for you to add to your collection if you want to.
Okay.
Because today Alan said, Whitey Gleason was spot on. Spot on.
Oh, yeah, I need that.
So I asked Ledbetter to save that. I think
did he cut it?
I think he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
But I texted Jay, speaking of the position players pitching, which is, of course, when a team is getting blown out and you figure we're going to lose anyway, no matter what we do. It's the 8th inning. So rather than waste one of our pitchers who maybe can help us win the next game, let's just throw one of our position players out there. So you saw this a couple nights ago, not yesterday, but the night before. The Cubs were playing the Giants, and the Giants were up 10-3 in the 8th inning, whatever it was. So the Cubs put a guy named Reese McGuire out there.
Reese?
Yeah, and Reese McGuire was throwing like overhand, like the way you'd throw a lob ball in softball. And I had to text Jay because I saw him clocked at 38 miles an hour.
When you sent me that, I said 38?
That's the slowest I've ever seen. But then I watched some of it again today. He had one that was clocked at 35. I didn't even know you could do that.
That's the rookie of the year float ball, right?
Yes. Yeah.
What did the mom say? Just float it.
And I think he allowed.
How in the hell do you throw overhand 38?
Yeah.
That's like throwing to a 4-year-old.
Right. Because you got to throw it a certain speed just to get it 60 feet, 6 inches.
Yes.
He just threw it way up high.
Lollipop.
Yeah. And the one he threw to 35, it might have been to Devers. And it was way out of the strike zone. But then I was like,
yeah,
we got to keep it
moving. Yeah, I'm with that, though. Don't go up here acting as if you're waiting for something to come across the plate when you're up.
Right.
Speed this up.
Right. Swing the bat. He's throwing 35 miles an hour. Swing the bat. When we come back, who's got the best triplets in the NFL? Is it the 49ers? Next, Sacktown Sports.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Like the blind taste test, you do pizza guys, and then you do like Tombstone. What's the one that's like super cheap? I used to use it for burrito wrapping back in.
What are you talking about?
Pizza? You could put like a bunch of extra crap in there, and you fold it up like the taco. Let's go.
You can listen to the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 1140 a.m. YouTube or the Sacktown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip: if a firm presents as local but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Labor Day savings are on at Elk Grove Chevy with $10,500 off MSRP. Every new 2025 Silverado 1500 5.3 liter after all rebate. And Elk Grove Chevy has one of the largest selections in the Sacramento area. $10,500 off new Silverado exclusively at the Elk Grove Chevy Silverado Supercenter. Now that's big, huge. See them all at MegaChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
Excludes work parking, TR2, not trading 2011 Chevy car truck. Not available with special financing, lease, and some other offers.
Made a great deal at Meda.
Hey, Shark fans. The Esquire IMAX Theater in downtown Sacramento is showing the original blockbuster from 1975, Jaws, 15th anniversary, the IMAX experience.
You yell shark,
We got a panic on our hands on the 4th of July.
Remastered by IMAX for surround sound and crystal clear images. The original Jaws gripping suspense is a must-see on the Esquire IMAX Theater 6-story screen. Get reserved seats early to limited screenings at IMAX.com/Sacramento. Jaws playing this week only at the Esquire IMAX Theater.
This is Alan Stiles on Sacktown Sports 1140, and the big deals are rolling in at Folsom Buick's GMC's end of summer sales event. Right now, take home the 2025 Sierra 1500 Crew Cab Denali with $13,500 off MSRP, or lease it for just $699 a month for 24 months with $5,999 due at signing. This is your chance to drive the bold and powerful Sierra 1500 Crew Cab built to stand out on the road. When the summer ends, so do these deals. So don't miss out. Visit FolsomBuick.com today.
I'm Ken Korak with your Green and Gold Report, brought to you by Xfinity. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee. One internet price, 5 years guaranteed. Well, perhaps hidden in the attention given to rookies like Nick Kurtz and Jacob Wilson has been the play of outfielder Colby Thomas. Thomas, a third-round pick out of Mercer University, in his first 61 at-bats this year, 4 doubles, 4 home runs, and 13 RBIs.
Welcome to Dugout Radio, the undisputed home of Boomtown Baseball.
The Wi-Fi is booming with Xfinity, baby. Our next caller is
Stacy. How do you stay locked in on every pitch and play?
We stream it all live on Xfinity Internet with low lag, 99.99% network reliability, and speeds faster than a base runner beating the throw to home plate.
I stream on my TV, tablets, even my smart fridge.
Smart fridge?
With all those games, we gotta refuel.
Stream live baseball with Wi-Fi built for the biggest moments. Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary, not guaranteed.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Abriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo with RVs of Sacramento and the Sled Museum of Science and Curiosity. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sacramento's official home of the 49ers.
San Francisco.
Sacktown Sports 1140.
And local. It's the Tribe Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sacktown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sacktown Sports app.
Way to hit that post, Jay. Yeah. We've been talking about guitar solos today, favorite guitar solos in pop songs. Of course, along with everything else going on with the Dallas Cowboys and some Kings news. We got a special guest coming in bottom of the hour, right, Jay?
Yes, sir. Comedian Mikey Winfield, Sacramento's own. He's out here for the weekend, Labor Day, rocking and rolling. I believe he's got 3 shows coming up this weekend. So, want to come in, talk a little sports. Kings fan. He should be.
Mm-hmm.
Better be a Kings fan. I believe he is. But, yeah.
If he's not, we will have to dismiss him.
I'm with you. I 100% will.
Thank you for everything, sir.
With you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you? The first thing I'm gonna say. Is this a joke? Since he's a comedian, if he says he's not a Kings fan, I say,
yeah.
Is this a joke? Did we miss it? Yeah. Did we miss this? Mm-hmm. That's how we'll go.
Yeah. He's at the. He's at Laughs, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where I did my sets, Jay.
That
I did a couple
boy.
of sets there on stage.
I love it. How'd you do?
Not very good.
Why you say
really
that?
Hard?
Why you
Because
say
it's
that?
really hard.
It is hard.
I did fine, but I didn't do very well. It's really hard.
How are you able to measure if you did well or not? By the laughs, the reaction, or what?
Just how it felt, really, and looking back on it and going, that really wasn't that strong, but you just have to do it. It's like radio. You have to go out a few times and just get your feet wet a little bit. I did it twice. I took a class.
Really?
Yeah, because I was between radio jobs, believe it or not, and I took a class there on stand up, and then as part of the class, it's like we got to go up on a open mic night, and we got to
pretty cool.
And we got priority. A bunch of people come to do that.
Sure.
It's like, okay, the people in the class, you guys get to go first. So
what's open mic night? Monday, Tuesday?
I think it was Monday.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it's changed, but you got people coming in. They come in to hone their craft.
Absolutely.
And all that. Yeah.
There. When I was living in LA, that was one of the great things people would always say is, if you have time, go to the comedy clubs on the off nights, because you get to see sometimes great comedians and artists come through there, and they're working on something. They're trying to test a joke. They're working on the next act or so. Definitely, there were a few times it was like, oh man, he's here tonight. Okay, pretty cool. So I always like to go to comedy clubs on off nights, the Mondays, the Tuesdays, the Wednesdays for the most part. And you just never knew who you were going to see in LA. And there were people, a couple folks who I got to run into, and like, man, like I've heard a few people say, Eddie Murphy and things like that come through there, especially if they're getting ready to jump into a new movie and or have a tour or a special, a comedy special. But I got to see like Chris Rock do that once. He came through. Sean Wayne's, guys like that.
Yeah,
just testing the joke. See if it lands or not. Eddie Griffin, love it.
One of the things there's this terrifying split second. Maybe I'll ask Mikey Winfield about it. When you're in front of people and you're trying to be funny and you have a joke and that it's a pretty good joke, it's worked before, but it takes just a split second, if that, before the audience gets it and reacts to it. But that split second, Jay, between the time you deliver the line and the microsecond before they laugh, it is a terrifying moment, because in your mind it's like an hour. It's like they're not laughing, and it's just a split second, but it just happens because it's like, oh, ha, ha, ha. But in that microsecond before they laugh, there's that moment of terror, like, man, nobody's laughing.
Is it kind of like, when you fall?
Yeah.
And right before you fall, your brain tells you, oh, this is gonna hurt, and I'm falling. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And then you hit, and then you're like, all right, here it comes.
Yeah.
Is it kind of like that?
Kind of like that.
I got you. That's like interesting.
That. I wonder if Mike has experienced that.
I'm gonna have to ask you. I won't put you on the spot right now.
Okay.
Because it's Friday. You weren't prepared coming off vacation last week.
Yeah.
Maybe next week. I ask you to do like a 2-minute bit, 3-minute stand up here. I gotta feel the Whitey Gleason stand up. Like, what did you deliver, big time?
It wasn't that great. That's why I haven't done it.
I don't believe it.
Sometimes you hear stories about people like Lorne Michaels, and they go into a comedy club and they see somebody. He's like, oh, we got to sign him. If he'd come in that night when I was on stage, I would still be here. I would not be at Saturday Night Live. All right.
I got you.
Put it that way. Thanks for the participation here. The text line, people have some great guitar solos that they mentioned. Here's a couple people mentioned this one. Whitey, Beat It by Michael Jackson with that great guitar solo. Yeah, it's Eddie Van Halen, right?
Yeah.
That's a tremendous
very
solo.
well known guitar solo.
Mark Knopfler, Dire Straits getting some mentions, and of course Eric Clapton. So anyway, we're just thinking of some of the pop song, some of our favorite guitar solos, because I had Kevin 7 coming up in football, and I realized I could have done one on the guitar solos, Jay, maybe on another day. NFL.com has listed the top triplets in the NFL. You know what triplets are? Remember the triplets with the Colts was Marvin Harrison and Edgerrin James and
Peyton Manning?
Yeah. So they have listed the top triplets in the NFL right now. Where do you think the 49ers rank? Any idea?
Ooh.
I'll give you a few just
I'd
to
say
number 32,
okay.
Dead last is Cleveland. Joe Flacco, Dylan Sampson, Jerry Jeudy.
Man, I'd say the Niners are probably, because do I get to know who the third is? Is it Kittle or is it Ayuk?
I can tell you.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Is it Kittle or Ayuk?
Quarterback Brock Purdy, running back Christian McCaffrey, pass catcher George Kittle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, then they're probably like 6.
Oh, that's very close. Very good. It goes 1, Baltimore, Lamar, Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers. 2, the Lions, Goff, Gibbs, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. 3, Eagles, Jalen, Saquon, and A.J. Brown. 4, oh, you're going to love this, Jamar Chase, Chase Brown, Joe Burrow. And then 5th, the San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
According to NFL.com, the 5th best triplets in the NFL.
Number one was, give me that, Zay Flowers?
Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, and Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers is definitely carrying the baggage right there.
Zay Flowers, it says here, took a nice step forward in his second season, 1,000 yards receiving, making his Pro Bowl, and he bulked up heading into year 3.
Yeah, he looked well, looked pretty good last year. I guess I'm looking at it in the form of he probably, if you sat down and looked, he might not even be a top 10 wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
So I know he had good numbers last year. I know, Lamar is who Lamar is, and King Henry is an animal. So, it's tough to be the third of that trio.
Right. And in some cases, if the quarterback's good enough, they carry the water for sure. The baggage for a lesser receiver. Josh Allen, they're 6.
Okay.
Josh Allen, James Cook, and Khalil Shakir. They got Tampa Bay 7th.
Okay.
Baker,
Mike Evans,
Bucky Irving, and Mike Evans.
Ooh, that's high praise for Bucky Irving.
Number 8, Justin Herbert, Omarion Hampton, and Ladd McConkey. I'm telling you, the Chargers are a playoff team easy this year.
That sounded more like 18.
It does say here, I have to see who wrote this. Justin Herbert remains one of the more polarizing players in the league.
Ladd McConkey, Herbert, and who?
Omarion Hampton.
Ooh,
he oozes fantasy intrigue as a first-round back who could carry the load in a run-heavy offense this year.
Najee Harris might be there. Well, he's there, but he might take over some snaps.
9th, they have Stafford, Kyrod Williams, and Puka Nacua with the Rams, and then finishing out the top 10, C.J. Stroud, Nick Chubb, and Nico Collins.
I would probably put them higher than 7 or 8. And 9, probably.
Chiefs are 11th.
Pat Mahomes, Kelsey.
No, they don't have Kelsey.
What?
They have Xavier Worthy and Isaiah Pacheco.
Really?
Yeah.
It sounds like you have to have a running back in there.
Yeah, because it's like a receiver running back.
So you can't say Mahomes, Kelsey, Worthy.
Right.
Tight end. You can't have a tight end replace the running back.
Gennaro Felice is the one who wrote this. You do know?
I do not.
You do not. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So 49ers, according to this, have the 5th best triplets in the NFL. Denver Broncos are 21st, Jacksonville 20th, Arizona 19th, Miami 18th, Green Bay 17th. So anyway, just a kind of an interesting way to look at it without resorting again to one of those mind-numbing quarterback rankings list. But speaking of the Packers, they are feeling great today, obviously, but is the trade of Micah Parsons, is it the last straw in the collapse of Jerry Jones' Cowboys? Is that it, Jay? Are they essentially done? They'll hang around. They might win 7 games. They're going to be on TV all the time. But are they essentially done? Jerry Jones' Cowboys, are they done as a legitimate contender? They're 15th, by the way, on this list.
Well, who was counting them as a contender?
They were. That's the thing. They try to every year.
And Jerry is still saying they're a contender. He's still saying they have a playoff push. I was just looking at the PC from Kenny Clark today, and I was trying to find the sound, but he did say today in the scrum, you're getting a football player. You're getting a dog, a guy that's going to give everything. I love football. I'm no nonsense. I just want to play football. It's what I do. And then he followed that up with, and this was a little interesting here. He said, just watch the film. I didn't do too much talking. My game speaks for itself. I can get off the ball with the best of them.
He's a good player.
He is. No doubt. He ain't Michael Parsons, though.
Right, exactly. That's a net loss for them. Even though you get a good player, it's a net loss for a defense that has a very iffy secondary. And what happens, Jay, if I have a secondary that's not great and then my pass rush is actually worse than it was?
Probably means I have quite a bit of time to find a player wide open offensively. And I'm going to go ahead and pick apart that star that you guys keep, protecting. But no, I would say this, they're done. And I talked about it the very first segment of the show today, me texting some of my Cowboy friends and patrons.
You didn't really do that, did you?
No, absolutely, I did. I literally texted them and said, man, you guys are looking forward to, and this is what I dug the knife in a little bit, not 2026, 2027. Because you got 2 first-round picks. So
those are probably not going to be great picks.
No, come on, man. The Packers, you'll be in the 20s, family.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So to me, you've mailed in this season. You've mailed in probably next season. And I know moves to be made. Moves can be made. I'm not saying Micah Parsons is the end-all be-all for the Dallas Cowboys, but he's a big cog in what they do. He is definitely a big piece in, their contendership, if that's a word. So I truly think this year is a wash. I'll wait, but till next year. But I'm saying it literally is going to set them back 2 years. Talk to me 2027.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, the bar is so low after last year. What, they win 7 games last year?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they could be about that this year, maybe even a little bit better. But the notion of them is because they were winning 12 games a year there every year for a stretch and then losing in the first round. The notion of them as being a contender in the NFC, it's like, that's a real stretch right now. That is a real stretch with that team in that division. They're easily third in their division.
Well, they were third even with Micah. Would you say that?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're starting to get down to the Russell Wilson effect here.
Yeah.
Let me look at the New York Giants. Let me compare what's going on there.
Mm-hmm. Let me just check their triplets. The New York Giants, I think I might have mentioned it a minute ago. They're pretty low on the list. They're 27th. Jackson Dart, Tyrone Tracy Jr., Malik Neighbors. So it's fascinating to see what has happened to the Dallas Cowboys, especially given what happened to the Dallas Mavericks. And it's also incredible to see an incredible example of denial on display from Jerry Jones, who would have us believe that this is a move that is going to benefit the Dallas Cowboys. He would have us believe that in some ways it's similar to what the Cowboys did when they traded Herschel Walker for, man, they got a mess of players in that deal. And that trade is what supplied the foundation for them to win multiple Super Bowls. And this ain't that. This is not that. They did well. The biggest surprise to me is that they apparently, very much like the Mavericks did, they decided that, we got to hurry up and trade this guy. I mean, once they had decided they needed to trade Micah Parsons, couldn't the Cowboys have shopped around a little bit? I honestly don't think what they got for him is a bad package, but don't you think there's a chance they could have found a better package? But Jay, they seemed like they were in a hurry, just like the Mavericks were to trade Luka, like, we got to get this over with.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
How quickly you think that trade came about?
Well,
happened within the last week?
I had seen the day before Pro Football Talk had something about how, teams are actually calling on the Cowboys. And what I read was Green Bay has expressed interest, but no one thinks there's anything to it.
Right.
So you figure that was the day before. So probably a few days teams had been like, just, hey, what's going on? But that escalated quickly.
Yeah, fast. So would you say 24 hours, 48 hours?
Seems like, doesn't it seem like it?
I would say within a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had Schottenheimer talking about, he was going to talk to Micah. Micah, remember, was laying on the doctor's table, the physician's table.
That might have been the last straw.
That was
Jerry
probably
Jones.
it. Huh?
He might have said, well, we're not going to put up with that.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful to the star. He might have done that. Did you hear what Micah said? I don't know what's true.
Yeah.
People, sometimes it's not that they're lying. They're just biased. But he said he went back and tried to get something done.
Yeah. I don't know about that. I don't know. But
and then he was told, you will play out your contract or you won't play. That's what we can do for you.
I kind of believe that, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure in the form of like, I double back and, tried to make peace and break bread and extend the olive branch. I don't really feel that.
Yeah.
But
see, Jerry or the Cowboys, if it was the Cowboys, it was Jerry through the Cowboys, said that they thought they had a deal and that Micah's agent told them to place it somewhere where the proctologist might look. And, the agent says, no, I didn't do that.
Didn't say that.
Yeah. But, people get fired up on both sides and things get a little exaggerated.
Of course, absolutely. You take it off to the deep end a little bit, especially when things have caused you to look bad or, as we like to say, your card was pulled. Because see, the one thing about Micah Parsons is we know he has the podcast. We know he has a decent following. We understand that he is very proactive when it comes to letting people know the information and news from his side. And I actually will give him a pat on the back. He is kind of been pretty quiet about this situation. He talks about a lot of other different things, but you really haven't seen him jump on his podcast a la Draymond Green and talk about the situation. But I do believe that Micah was trying to play ball. I also believe that Dallas definitely wanted to sign him, but I'm with you in the form of Micah was very nonchalant about, at least from what we seen from the eye, the point of view of what we got to see. And so Jerry's not one to, you ain't gonna show me up.
Right.
He's a very proud gentleman.
Right.
Yeah. So
to his detriment.
Very much so. Sometimes you got to swallow your pride and say, you know what, I'm gonna get it done, or I'm wrong, or you're right, or however you want to say it. But yeah, I could definitely see Jerry just saying, nah, I'm not feeling that. Oh, you laying down on the physician's table, and then the bad PR, the bad pub that comes with it, no doubt. And we're not in Dallas. We're not in Texas. So we really didn't dive into the Dallas Morning Newses of the world and those type of people. So the Newey Scruggs of the world who would put, Dwayne Price and guys like that who rocking and rolling down there. So it'd be interesting to see how Jerry's perception of what was going on played a part in this.
Before I knew the trade was going to happen, I had some things planned to discuss, yesterday regarding this. And one of the things I was looking at was, man, I don't know if there's going to be any winners in this. It had gotten to a point where, nobody can go back. I don't know if there are any winners, but clearly today, Micah Parsons is a winner. Green Bay is a winner, and Jerry Jones is left holding the bag. It looks bad. The optics look bad. It looks like he's botched another important situation for his team. And then obviously it's going to impact the team negatively as well. So that's a real double whammy for him and the Cowboys.
Yeah, well,
it looks bad, and it is bad.
Very much so. And one of the things we've talked about around here for the last 4 or 5 years is the 49ers going kind of in a battle, just like we just saw Micah and a negotiation battle where we saw Micah and the Cowboys with their players. And how many times have we tried to question the fact, has this set this team up negatively heading into the season? So now, but the one thing about it is the 49ers have always kept those players. Well, there was a huge negotiation, and Micah Parsons is definitely a captain, a vet, and a big cog, as I said, for the Cowboys, and they didn't keep him. So if we're questioning the negotiation situation when it comes to the 49ers over the last handful of years, what does that mean for the Cowboys? Cowboys might be, as I said, Whitey, I don't even know why we're talking about them anymore. Like Stephen A would say, it's over for them. It's true. It's truly over.
I think we should be able to run that conference and smash the Cowboys.
See what I'm saying? It's L train. That's the L train right there, baby.
Yeah. The point spread, by the way, for that opener next Thursday is up to 7.5 now after the trade.
Okay.
I thought it would go maybe a little higher. That's tied for the widest point spread week 1 of the NFL season.
Between them, the Saints and the Saints, right?
No, it's Denver over, who's Denver playing? Because the Saints are like 6 against Arizona.
Yeah.
The Saints are like a 6-point home dog, but the 7.5 is, I think it's Tennessee.
Tennessee at Denver, right?
Tennessee at Denver, 7.5, at least the last time I checked. And now the Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, I love it. It's a beautiful thing.
That'll be what they shove down our throats all year long, even if the Cowboys are bad. Oh, and Jerry Jones made that terrible trade, and look what's happened. More drama in the Big D. At some point, I'm out. Well, we were out a long time ago, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. They weren't doing anything this season. If anything, they were sniffing a wild card action.
Don't you kind of like Dak, though, if we're being honest?
I do, yeah. I have nothing against Dak minus the fact that he's a Cowboy.
Right.
If he had went to the Buccaneers or the Titans or the Texans or anywhere else, I'd be rocking with Dak. It's just the fact that he rocks that star. I can't get down with anybody. Like I don't have anything against Michael Irvin, minus the fact that he was a Cowboy. I don't have anything against Moose Johnston, the fact that he was a Cowboy, so on and so forth. Like I've met some good people from the Cowboys. I've had an opportunity to work with 1 or 2 people. I wouldn't tell them that. Make sure they don't hear this tape, but you're a Cowboy. So you got nothing ever good comes out of rocking a Cowboy uniform. That's how I look at it.
Do you know that Dak has a thing about going to haunted houses? He says he won't go to them.
I remember seeing that a couple years ago.
Yeah. That's one of the stranger fears I've heard of. Not to make fun of anybody's fears, but Dame Lillard has a fear of, have you heard of this? Statues and mannequins.
Yeah. I remember they talked about that a little bit.
Yeah.
the birds, the clowns, the scarecrows. You hear about all those different phobias. Yeah. Well, if he's scared of a haunted house, then he should be scared right now because it's haunted down there. In Dallas.
What he said was, how do you know you go in there in a haunted house? There's a guy with a chainsaw there. How do you know it's not a real chainsaw?
Man.
So he didn't like to go into haunted houses, but you're right. It could be a horror show for the Dallas Cowboys this year.
Why do we have college football, baby?
How about that?
Tarleton State, which is in Texas.
Who?
Tarleton State.
Okay,
yes,
what are
Texas.
they?
I have no clue. I've seen them before. I've actually driven by. I just know their colors are purple and white.
I'm going to say they're the Mustangs.
Okay, let's look it up. And they're taking on the mighty Army Knights. Here comes that triple option.
You excited about the fact that Fox and YouTube got things settled, Jay?
Oh, absolutely.
That's good news.
That means I get to watch my boys take care of business.
We got to find out what your go-to game day snack is going to be this year. And we'll get to Mikey Winfield from Sacramento. He's at the Laughs Unlimited this week, and he's going to join us next. Drive Guy Sac Sports.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sacktown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sacktown Sports app.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time and skip the regular line at the airport and pay for speedy security. Imagine not having to quickly unpack and pack at the place you already came back to. And wearing your shoes the whole time you're there? You can't put a price on that kind of luxury. Well, actually you can, and you paid for it. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for speedy security. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
The Labor Day Sell-a-thon is on at Folsom Lake Ford. Right now, with your approved credit, get 0 down, 0% financing, and 2 years of complimentary maintenance on select new Fords. Hurry to Folsom Lake Ford or FolsomLakeFord.com.
See dealer for details. High voltage live boxing action returns to the venue on September 6th as Uppercut Promotions presents 6 big fights featuring undefeated fighters. Thunder Showdown September 6th at the venue at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Tickets at Ticketmaster. Fight cards subject to change.
Hello, I'm Frank Ocko with Retirement Security Centers of the Weekly Economic Update. Markets began the week reeling after President Trump moved to fire Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook, sparking fears over the Fed's independence. Long-term Treasury yields jumped and the U.S. dollar weakened in response. At the same time, a new State Bank of India report warns that imposing hefty 50% tariffs on Indian goods could backfire, potentially cutting U.S. GDP growth by 40 to 50 basis points and fueling inflation. Consumer confidence slipped again in August, with the index dropping to 97.4 from 98.7 as employment worries weighed on sentiment. The short-term outlook index plunged to 74.8, well below the 80-point recession threshold. Meanwhile, Fed Chair Jay Powell appears to be treading cautiously ahead of September's rate decision, eager to cut rates amid slowing job growth, yet weary of persistent inflation pressures from tariffs, labor constraints, and rising food costs. How might this affect you or your family. Please go to frankontheradio.com to schedule an appointment, watch videos, and receive market updates. I'm ready to help you start your journey so you can define your future.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through Mosaic Wealth, member FINRA SIPC. Mosaic Wealth is separately owned and other entities and or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent of Mosaic Wealth.
The Giant Summer Sale is here. Get giant savings on our Giant selection only at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Looking to own or lease? Save during the Honda Summer Event and drive a brand new Accord or Civic. See all our specials at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our number one priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Folsom Lake Honda. Go to FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop. Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Avery-Anna. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo with RVs of Sacramento and the Smud Museum of Science and Curiosity. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
Your afternoon home for Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
Thanks for being with us today. We're expecting a visit from Mikey Winfield. He's going to be at Laughs. He's been at Laughs. He's got a couple more shows coming up this week, and he's going to join us in the studio.
We say about 5-6 minutes late.
5-6 minutes late.
People of interest.
Did you confirm that he is a Kings fan? Because
I didn't. Shouldn't even open the gate for him.
I mean, yeah, we could just save everybody a lot of trouble.
You're right.
Are you a Kings fan? Oh, thanks anyway. Yeah. What's your best joke? We'll share your best joke.
All right.
He's from Sacramento. He's got to be.
Got to be.
Did you hear what Jalen Williams said about Sacramento fans?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I think we might have that somewhere. We were going to play that yesterday. Jalen Williams was on a podcast. I know Carmichael Dave played it today. We had it yesterday and we didn't get to it. And he was asked, Jalen Williams of the Thunder, was asked about the best crowds in the NBA. And it was great, Jay, because he really thought about it. And when he started talking about Sacramento, he really became animated. It was like, oh, yeah, Sacramento. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he did mention, a few years ago when they were first lighting the beam, he talked about, Beam Team 1 and all that. But still, that was great because it was very genuine.
It was on Zebo's, right? Because it was Zach Randolph that he was talking to.
Oh, okay.
It was Zach Randolph and somebody else who I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was good. Shots out, baby. This is what we do.
I know.
Like this stuff don't surprise us no more, baby. We are the best fans in the league, Whitey.
I know, but not as many people know it as should know it. And it's great when people around here know it. Around the league, there's still some people that don't realize.
Oh, man, them dudes must be mistaken.
And they are.
Them guys and
That's
gals
why it's nice to have
mistaken.
somebody of his stature, a world champion, going, oh, let me tell you.
Do you think
Sacramento?
Do you think it's because the team hasn't been good for a long time, hence why the crowds haven't been over the top? But even Jay Will said, he was like, look, man, the Beam team, and I'm trying to find the clip. He was like, hey, the Beam team, that year was crazy. And then Zach Randolph was like, oh, yeah, I played there. It was super dope, even though we weren't that good. I think I would almost argue you on that point. I think people in the sports world know Kings fans are spectacular. Every time you pull up a list, I feel like Kings fan, the kingdom is always at the top somewhere within the top 5, top 10, depending on if you're putting all the sports. I don't know.
I think there are some people that are always looking for reasons to put down Sacramento.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about that.
Yeah. So, all right, maybe there are some people that acknowledge, but I don't think they realize how great the crowds are here and how different it is. And he, as a guy who played in a small market, he seems to have a real, genuine understanding of how great the crowds are here in Sacramento. And bless him for that.
Yeah, he said at first when he was like, oh, yeah, OKC. And he's like, oh, no, Sacramento. And I was like, OKC? A library in there.
Well, there's a similar vibe at work because if it's, it's kind of a real small market where the basketball team's the only major league team, and fans kind of treat it like a college team in some ways. So there's some similarities there.
Yeah, I don't know, Whitey. I have the clip. You want to hear Jay Will talk?
Yes.
Jalen Williams, not Jay Will. Jalen Williams talk about the Kings.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
That's what been the feistiest arena you done been in? What you think?
I don't know. We haven't had the Pacers actually had a really good arena.
Indiana,
yeah,
from Indiana. Yeah.
Indiana had a good little thing going. I'm trying to think. Obviously, I think us is by a land. Sac crowd. Yes.
Sac crowd.
Sac has a great
Sac
crowd.
got a great crowd.
Yes, Sac has a great crowd. There's loud. When the year we played them with the light the beam stuff, when that first took off, yeah, they was wilding in there.
Yeah. The great thing is the Indiana, of course, us, Sac.
Yeah.
It's like the bell went off. Oh, let me tell you. On the text line here, 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. Boys, they know Kings fans are at the top of the list, but what they won't do is admit it. Okay. All right. 916 Kings fans, great. Kings, not great.
That's, to me, I think that's why you don't see it as much. And it's funny because, okay, I pulled up the clip and even somebody under, in the comments below, saddest part of the Kings having such a blank ownership is that their fans seem like genuinely one of the best fan bases in the league. I hope they deserve better. I believe they deserve better. But from everything that I've ever heard, Sacramento has one of the best crowds.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody said, hell yeah, they are. Worked for a company in Sac, and all of them were diehard fans, even if they know the team is a tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Beam brought out the life that was quickly taken away, but Sacramento fans have always been one of the best fan bases. Somebody's from SoCal. Sacramento is one of those rabid fan bases that have been screwed over by their people. I'm going to say that. Yeah. The Chicago, Utah, three of the best crowds who haven't had anything. So that's what I say. I say that in the form of, and I hear what you're saying, but I would almost argue that. I think Sacramento is known for having great crowds. I think the fact that the teams in the early 2000s, and we always continuously talk to people all the time who always say, love coming here. One of the best crowds. They do it live. You hear when you talk about national TV, you hear, Kevin Harlan, man, Sacramento, one of the best crowds. You hear Reggie Miller. Oh, this is one of the greatest places. Like, I would almost argue that, Whitey. I think if there is anything known about Sacramento and the Kings, it's that the fan base is rabid. It is that they have one of the best fan bases. Now, I would take an argument in the form of, well, it's not always said. And I think those people under the comments, as I read it, and I continue to see 4, 5, 6 other comments, it's because they haven't, most people say, well, we haven't had that much to cheer about. Mm-hmm. But when we do, we show up and show out. I truly believe that's one of the things that people know about the Kings organization.
I think some people around the league, and, I don't spend a lot of time outside Sacramento, but I think some people want to look down on Sacramento and the team. So they even look down on how enthusiastically fans cheer their team sometimes with kind of those people they don't have anything else to do there. They don't know any better. So I just think there is definitely a knee-jerk reaction to put down Sacramento and the Kings whenever they can. I just think it's great that someone like Jalen Williams, who has no dog in the fight, just honestly thinking about it, our city, Indiana. Oh, Sacramento. That's great. I think it's great to remind everybody around the league. Yeah, it's still going on here. Even though the team has started to tail off in recent years, the fans have not.
Well, there's nothing wrong with getting a pat on the back and getting some praise. No doubt about it. Someone also under the comment was like, hey, I love and hate the Kings fans. Life would be friendlier if I wasn't a Laker fan and had to deal with these poor Kings fans. But the one thing I must say is they have detrimental devotion, is what I call it. They're completely wrong for believing that the Kings will ever be anything, but they bring it every single night. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of, to me, what you're saying. Mm-hmm. And I was sitting there sifting through it. I truly believe, and at least for my money, I always hear the fans are great. I always hear other things within the organization. My time on being in national radio, I've never heard a person, and I'm really trying to think, even Lakers fans, I've never heard a person say, you know what, man, that fan base, terrible.
Right.
To stick it to them. I think when we talk about the Kings organization, people are head over heels in the fact that they have a great fan base. It's the other things that go along with it.
For many years, the problem with the Kings, and I'm not disagreeing with you, I'm not countering what you said, but for many years, especially before the Weber era Kings, I remember Ari Graswich pointed this out once. The problem with the Kings was it wasn't that people thought anything about them around the league. They didn't care at all. They were just not relevant in any way, shape, or form, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're not there now after, being a play-in team a couple of years and making the playoffs. But that's the worst situation when the rest of the league looks at you like, you just don't matter in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
Yeah. One thing I don't understand about Kings fans, although it's probably something that all fan bases do in different ways. Somebody posted this on X today, and I agreed with it. Lauri Markkanen today had a big game, home court advantage. Yeah. And so some people, and I appreciate it. I can't say I get it, but I appreciate it. Lauri Markkanen, we got to get him here. Oh, wouldn't it be great if he was here? And I don't understand the fascination some Kings fans have with a guy like Lauri Markkanen. It's like, we don't want him here. He just scores a lot, and he doesn't really guard anybody. We got too many guys like that already.
Are we just looking for a name as a Kings fan?
So.
Yeah.
I think so.
Might be. Looking for any name.
A savior.
Yes.
Oh, he'd be the one.
Yeah, probably not.
No, he ain't out there. And if he was, he wouldn't be Lauri Markkanen, in my opinion.
Very true.
But fans are going to fan. We all fan our
of course.
different ways. So do we know if our guest coming up?
He's here.
Mikey Winfield is going to join us. Funny man from Sacramento next on Sacktown Sports.
This Labor Day sell-a-thon, your California Ford dealer proudly salutes you. From job sites to open roads, Ford trucks and SUVs move the people who move the nation. And for a limited time, get the biggest deals on an incredible selection. Like the built Ford Tough F-150 truck, part of Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 48 years and counting. Or the adventure-ready Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport, with GOAT modes to help you conquer the great outdoors. And check out the always electrifying Ford Mustang Mach-E, with 0 to 60 thrills and 0 emissions. To the ones who keep America moving, these deals are for you. It's the Ford Labor Day Sell-a-thon, and it's your chance to save. Whether it's gas, hybrid, or all-electric, now's the best time to get behind the wheel of your brand new Ford truck or SUV and drive it home today. So go to your California Ford dealer now, based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Avriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo with RVs of Sacramento and the Smud Museum of Science and Curiosity. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
This 49ers Red Zone Report is being brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Uiagalelei throws it and picked off at the 20, the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown, Curtis Robinson on the pick six, and the house call gives the Niners the lead. 2nd and 13. Rolling right, Carter Bradley looking to the end zone. Tariq Owens has a touchdown. First Joe Starkey. Owens.
Ready, set, win big. When the 49ers win, you score. With 49% off any large pizza, only at Mountain Mike's Pizza. Celebrate every game day with your favorites from our legendary crispy, curly pepperoni, bold sauced up wings, garlic butter drenched sides, and gooey sweet desserts, all hot, fresh, and built for a Niners victory. Download the Mountain Mike's app, join Mountain Rewards, and turn every Niners win into a pizza party. Let's go Niners! Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Top 100 teacher and PGA Master Professional Kelly Stenzel offers some short game rules in Golf Magazine. 1. Stay still while putting. 2. Lean into chips with weight slightly forward during the shot. 3. For less distance, use a shorter swing and narrower stance. 4. Hit the ground to get true launch. Make a divot to get the ball in the air. 5. To hit a great bunker shot, dig your feet into the sand. 6. Swing length controls natural speed. Swing and stroke should be relatively equal back and through in size and rhythm. 7. Pivot for pitches so the club head glides underneath the ball, launching it high with spin. 8. Write it down. Calibrate your short game and put it on paper. Having some basic guidelines and a plan for your short game can make a huge difference without having to always rely on feel. Look for the full story at golf.com. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
Labor Day is right around the corner. In Sacramento, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram want to thank the hardworking folks who keep this country running strong. And they're going to do this by taking the work out of you getting the new or used vehicle you want. They do this by offering the best customer service in the business, having the largest selection in Northern California, and offering the lowest prices on Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and America's truck, the Ram. See for yourself online at sacsuperstore.com why more and more people are making their way to Sacramento Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Live and local, it's the Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/SactownSports1140.
Or listen on the Sacktown Sports app.
Well, we're still waiting on our special guest. Mikey Winfield should be joining us. Drive Guys here. Jay, is it possible we can flex the Cowboys out of the NFL opener?
Oh, yeah.
Next Thursday, the Eagles and the Cowboys, no Michael Parsons. They have later in the year, they have the ability to flex guys out. So maybe we should flex the Cowboys out of next Thursday night.
You want me to make a call?
Yes.
Let me shoot a text over here to the commission.
Uh-huh.
The people that schedule, I can't remember their title. We used to have that person on every year. Person who was in charge of making the NFL schedule and the schedule maker. Let's call him that.
Okay.
Let me see if I still have that number. See if I can make a phone call for you.
I mean, we know Mike Pereira. We'd be doing
that ain't doing nothing, though, is it? Mikey P got the connects like that?
I think it helps. I think it's a step in the right direction.
Drop his name?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll drop his name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not opposed to that.
The strange thing is, the Cowboys are probably still going to be a draw, even if they are as bad this year as 49er fans hope they will be. Just the fact that they're falling apart and there's drama surrounding them, they will still be on TV a lot and people will still be talking about them, especially on ESPN.
Oh, yeah, without doubt. 100%. Well, it's the logo. It's the shield. They move the needle. It's the Raider style, right? It's the Lakers. It's the New York Yankees, the brand. Yeah, it's the logo. Notre Dame, UT. Those type of brands will forever be shown love more than as we talked about last segment, than the Sacramento King. That logo, that brand, unless that brand and or logo is in the winner circle more times than not.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this, though, I think we are getting to a point where you're starting to see fans of sports push back on it a little bit. I'm tired of hearing about the Cowboys. I'm tired
Cowboys and the Lakers.
About the Lakers. Yeah, I'm tired of hearing about the Yankees. I'm tired of hearing about the Red Sox. I truly think we're getting to a point, and this is part of the landscape of media nowadays, is you have an opportunity to listen and go search out so many different things, opposed to, for a long time, there were only 2 or 3 different avenues, two or three different mediums that you would be able to find your news.
Mm-hmm. 49ers, meanwhile, with their own news as we await what's going to happen with Jauan Jennings. Interesting information yesterday from Tim Kawakami of the San Francisco Standard. He was on 95.7 The Game. Tim Kawakami says that from what he's hearing, it looks like Jauan Jennings is asking for more than $20 million a year from the 49ers. We like Jauan Jennings, but Jay, that is not reasonable, is it?
No.
It's easy for us to say, but Jauan's asking for too much.
Completely too much. He knows it. But again,
you think he's asking for this, hoping to get this?
Yeah. Start super high.
Mm-hmm.
They'll come low. And we work our way to something in between. I don't know if the 49ers are even going to budge on anything right now. We're talking about the beginning of the season next week, and you want to come in and renegotiate your contract? We understand you ain't happy.
But
I know that's what you said.
Been asking weeks ago.
Yeah.
And John Lynch said, "Oh, we're beyond that." Well, what is that? How can you be if he's still unhappy?
Well, guess what? You got two things to do. Either sit your butt out or come play. That's where we're at right now.
Where would you put Jauan Jennings here? Here are the wide receiver contract average rankings. You tell me if Jauan Jennings is anywhere near any of these guys. At the very top, you got Jamar Chase, $40 million. Then you got Justin Jefferson at $35 million.
Keep going.
CeeDee Lamb at 34.
How about you start down around 15, 20?
DK Metcalf, 33. Garrett Wilson, 32.5. Terry McLaurin now, 32.3. A.J. Brown, 32. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 30. Now we're in the 30s. Are we closer, Jay?
Just keep going. I said you might as well start in the 20s.
Tyreek Hill, 30. T. Higgins, 28.7. Now we're in the 20s. Jalen Waddle, 28.2. DJ Moore, 27.5. Devontae Smith, 25. Nico Collins, 24.2. Now, supposedly we're in the area now where Jauan Jennings might be thinking he belongs. Michael Pittman Jr., 23.3. Calvin Ridley, 23. Cortland Sutton, 23. Devontae Adams, 22. Chris Godwin, 22. And then you got Stephon Diggs, 21.1. Apparently, Jauan Jennings thinks he's worth more than Stephon Diggs, and he's worth something in the area of a Cortland Sutton, Devontae Adams. You beg to differ?
Man, you heard me. I ain't saying nothing. I'm quiet as a church house mouse over here. As I said, you might as well start it with Devontae Adams.
Mike Evans at 25, 20.5.
Come on, man.
Christian Kirk, 18. Debo, 17.5. Jerry Jeudy, 17.5. Cooper Kupp, 15. Khalil Shakir, Buffalo, 13.
Now we're around there.
Okay.
Now we're around there. Now we're around there.
Darnell Mooney, 13.
Yeah, now
Rashad
we're talking.
Bateman,
now
12,
we're talking.
2.
See, now we're in the zone.
Jay, that's a long way away.
I mean,
from Devontae Adams' money.
You don't deserve Devontae Adams' money, but get what you can.
Mm-hmm.
There, as a fan, as someone, as a player's guy, hopefully you get 50 million. I could care less. But if we just keep it at 1,000, come on, Whitey. Devontae Adams at 22, Mike Evans at 25, Cooper Kupp at 15. That's where you about right there, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You should be right around there. Cooper Kupp 15, Rashad Bateman 13, Christian Kirk like that. Now we're talking Jauan Jennings area. I think 15, 16, 17. That's cool.
Yeah, as we all know, he's entitled to ask for whatever he wants to ask for.
Better
he doesn't
believe it.
have to play. If he's going to be fined, he can deal with that. He can ask for whatever he wants. But if you're the 49ers at this point, I think you got to start to assume that he's not going to play for you, and you got to make your other plans and assume, all right, I guess he's not going to be on board.
Well, that seems like that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
So they'll test him. They'll test to see if he's going to wait a whole season, which I continue to keep on saying, please. It'd be different if he was chipped up, as you said, making 20 million, have already got a big time deal. At this point, Jauan Jennings, he hasn't enough money in the bank when it comes to the cachet of being able to sit out. Not saying dollars and pennies and literally, but I'm saying the cachet. Like, you don't have that truly. And I'm just arguing from the opposite side. Remember, I'm all on the Jauan Jennings side.
Right.
Please do what you want to do. But if I'm the 49ers, I'm looking at you and saying, big time, you got one season in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Truly one season in the bank. And on top of that, we forget, we let go of Kendrick Bourne to keep you here because we believed in you, because we seen greater things in you. And no doubt you've paid some of that in return back to us. But if you believe you're going to get paid like Mike Evans and Devontae Adams, Guys that got 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Mike Evans got 10 seasons, right, in a row of 1,000 yards. Man, I'm just hanging up the phone on your representation.
I might play it this way. If the 49ers want to try to salvage it, it might come down to this. Look, we tried to trade you. Maybe they do. They make some calls, and maybe nobody wants him because they don't want to give him what he wants. Then you have to tell him, in your mind, you're worth that. But the market value says you're not, because no one will pay you that. So why don't you play and play well, and maybe then you end up making more money? But this notion that you're going to get 20, well, you're not going to get it from us. You're not going to get it from any. No one will pay you that. So how can you say and think you're worth it? The market says you're not.
Absolutely. And I think that he knows that. His camp knows that. And I think the 49ers have already told them that. They're not that dumb, are they? They haven't come to the table to say, listen, Double J, you're not worth $20 million. Your market says this.
Jacoby Myers, Jay, $11 million.
Come on now.
That's affordable.
Hey, I'd be making a phone call quickly right now. For everything that you're going to give me, Jacoby Myers is going to give me the other. If I'm the 49ers. Now, the fan in me says Jauan Jennings needs a raise. $20 million? Nah.
You think he deserves a raise when he just got a new contract?
Yeah, because I think what he's trying to do is just play the role in the form of, I am the only wide receiver right now that is worth, my ilk. I'm the only one with skin in the game. If I don't play, then what are you guys going to do? What are you guys going to do?
Oh, we got Kendrick Bourne coming in.
Then let him ride.
Yeah.
If I'm Jauan Jennings or the agent or the camp.
You coming back?
No problem. Guess what? That's 6 games. You could be 3-3. Like if I'm Jauan Jennings' agent or the camp, I'm saying that. But the 20+ million, and Kawakami said that's what he's hearing.
Right.
And I said take the low part of it. If it's 20 million and he's making 7 with a base of 1.7, see me at 13. I think if Jauan Jennings is in his right mind, he'd say, okay, I'll take that, because he would look at the list, just what you're talking about.
Right.
14, 15. But he's also saying, I deserve more because and he's really testing them. Without me, let's see what you got week 1 in Seattle.
Just think, if they'd won that Super Bowl, he would have maybe been the MVP of the Super Bowl.
He was.
Yeah.
No, maybe too. He was to me.
Yeah. Throwing a touchdown pass.
And that's so. And I kicked it to you a couple of days ago. So was Larry Brown. And Larry Brown got paid, and we forgot about him.
Right.
So John Lynch got to be a little sharper than that. Big fella, you asking for Mike Evans money. When you are serious, call me. You're asking for Devontae Adams money. When you are serious, have your agent call me.
He was really good last year.
Man, that's 1 year. And he still didn't catch 100 balls and still didn't have 1,000 yards. And you calling me to talk about you want to be paid like Mike Evans? Stop it. Now, you want to talk about Cooper Kupp at 15? Okay, I'm willing to listen.
I know.
Kupp's on the end, a little bit past the prime.
It's true. If he really is asking for 20, if he's at all dug in on that, it's like, hey, we can't do it.
You're not getting paid, man.
Yeah. So I think it's not going to work.
You're
not going to work.
You've heard this before, Whitey. And this is one thing, we've all been through negotiations, especially in this industry. You want to get paid. You want to get paid what you believe you're worth or close to. There is, though, a sweet spot that you kind of want to land in. And there's also a sweet spot where you want to kind of start too. It's just negotiations. How many times have you ever went to a flea market or a swap meet or something, and you see something and you're just like, okay, $50, they want 49, they want $50. Man, I want to give them 10. And you're like, you know what? Let me give you $5. And the person look at you, man, I just turn around, walk away.
Right.
Right. It's almost like you're disgusting. You're disgusted them by coming out with that $5-10.
Yeah. It is disrespectful.
It is. You got to find a sweet spot. You want 50? Big time. Let me give you 35.
22 from Jauan Jennings is a disrespectful demand.
It is.
You're entitled to it, but it's disrespectful.
Go get it somewhere else. Big time. I would Jerry Jones him then.
Yeah.
If there's anything I would agree with Jerry Jones is, go get your money then. You want to go get 20+ million? Where do I need to drop you off at?
Yep. The conversation rolls on when we come back. It's the Drive Guys on a Friday on Sacktown Sports.
Stay up to date on Sacramento sports. Join the Sacktown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit sacktownsports.com.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, everybody, it's Kyle Draper from Mercedes-Benz of Stockton, and let me tell you about the great deals they have going on right now. You can receive up to $9,500 in bonus cash when you lease select models. Not interested in a lease? How about a certified pre-owned vehicle? That's right, they have low rates for up to 36 months, or maybe you're looking to buy brand new. Well, they got you covered when it comes to that as well. And if you're looking for an electric vehicle, well, check out their deals on e-sprinters. Take it from me, I'm now rolling in the finest ride I've ever had. I'm driving the all-new electric EQS SUV. I don't have to worry about filling my tank at all. It's a long-range vehicle, and not only do I love it, my family loves it as well. So take it from me, Kyle Draper. Mercedes-Benz of Stockton is where you want to go to buy your new vehicle. They believe that when you buy the finest car in the world, you deserve the best car buying experience you'll ever have. They're just a short drive down I-5 or online anytime at mbfstockton.com.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Have you noticed cracks in your drywall, chimney, or exterior walls? I hope not, because if you have, they could be indications that you've got a much bigger problem with your foundation. That's where Groundworks comes in. They can honestly assess your situation and create a plan to stabilize your foundation. Schedule your free inspection at groundworks.com/row. And while you're there, check out my latest dirty job. It's a good one.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details. Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Low Cash, Vincent Mason, and Avery-Anna. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo with RVs of Sacramento and the Smud Museum of Science and Curiosity. Tickets at CITPfest.com.
Attention taxpayers. If you owe $5,000 or more and have missed another tax deadline, you're officially on the IRS's radar. The IRS has resumed aggressive collections. That means wage garnishments, bank levies, even seizures of your home, car, or retirement accounts. If you owe $5,000 or more and missed the deadline, you're stacking new debt on top of what you already owe. Call Priority Tax Relief now. Their experts fight back fast and are saving their clients millions in tax debt every month.
I owed over $50,000 and they settled it for pennies on the dollar. These guys are as legit as they come.
After speaking on my behalf with the IRS, my entire debt of $25,000 will be eliminated.
Whether you've received collection letters or you're already facing liens and garnishments, call for your free consultation. There are no upfront fees. Priority Tax Relief. Let's make your taxes our priority. Call 800-406-1584. 800-406-1584. 800-406-1584.
Priority Tax Relief. With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you get coverage options based on how much you want to pay for car insurance. And then you decide how to spend the rest of your money because you're in charge. Today, you're going to pay down your credit card bill. But you decide when you'll pay it. Before the due date, so those interest charges don't get you. But you decide if you pay it in full. But you definitely should, because again, interest charges. With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, we'll help you find coverage at a fair price. And then you're in charge. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Gain a global perspective and specialized skills that many of today's top employers are seeking with an MBA from University of Maryland Global Campus. Study online and complete your degree in just 16 months for about $21K. Choose from MBA specializations in global business, marketing, HR, finance, and more. No application fee if you apply by September 3rd. Learn more at umgc.edu. That's umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
It's the final days of Summer Closeout 25 at your Future Ford dealers. Get closeout pricing on F-150, Bronco, Explorer, Mach-E, and more. But don't wait. It all ends Monday at Future Ford Lincoln in the Roseville Auto Mall and Future Ford of Sacramento at I-80 in Madison.
The Labor Day Sell-a-thon is on at Folsom Lake Ford. Right now, with your approved credit, get 0% financing, plus 0 down, plus no payments for 90 days on select new Fords. Hurry to Folsom Lake Ford today. Interest accrues from date of purchase.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sacktown Sports 1140.
Sacktown Sports App.
Yeah, you got Jay and Whitey today, and our next guest is fascinated with my nickname. He's at Laughs Unlimited. You practically have a residency, don't you? Because you've been there for a few nights, gonna be there again. Mikey Winfield is with us.
In the building. Thanks for having me, Whitey. No,
yeah,
I had to confirm it because
yeah, of course,
I just didn't know how comfortable I would be calling you Whitey.
You seem pretty comfortable. I gotta be honest.
Well, here's the thing: if you didn't say it first, if I didn't know just off his recommendation, I was like, nah, I gotta confirm this first.
Yeah,
you know, because the things could get out of hand.
I do, I do.
And the people listening, long as they know you, this ain't your first day, is it?
It is not.
Okay, good. Because if this
might
was
be
your
my
first
last day if this continues, but.
Grand opening.
Yeah. And who'd you bring with you?
Hey, man, we got Doughboy, man. Yeah. Comedian Doughboy.
What up?
Grew up killing in the sack, wilding out.
Yes.
All deaf.
Yes.
You know this man. He's funny. He's part of everything.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
And you guys at Laughs for a few nights still here, right?
Yeah, Laughs Unlimited.
Yes.
Yeah.
All you can laugh.
All Sacramento. Yeah.
Man, Doe, I didn't know you were rocking with Mikey Winfield.
Oh, yeah, man. Mikey's my guy, man. I met Mikey back in 06.
06.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. We got history.
Yeah, man, but they don't even know about some of the trials, man. We got like stories with CBS, man. That was like on the back roads. It's like
walking 5 miles to the diversity showcase.
We did a lot. Yeah, man. And it all, ends up on stage at a comedy club for a weekend.
Yeah.
So
they're all about it.
Yeah. Special being back where you went to college. Sacramento, you're from Sac State.
Yeah.
You're actually from Baltimore, right? Originally?
Yeah. I'm from Baltimore. Yeah. That's where, born and raised. And then I left Baltimore and came out to Sacramento. A lot of family, easy transition.
Yeah.
Fan of the Sacramento Kings. So, it was like, hey, man, let's get to the West Coast. Baltimore is one of those places, too. It's like, hey, man, if you get the opportunity to travel outside of it, you should take advantage.
That's right. It's true.
Was that a kind way to say what I said?
It's true.
Very diplomatic.
Yeah. That's what I'm becoming now. Like, I'm growing now, and I'm finding a way that you approach life. And I think the problems that everyone is dealing with in their life is because they don't know how to approach it. That's why everyone needs a mentor. You need someone to show you how to get in these situations and how to handle everything. And that's at most everyone's problem.
Yeah.
People are aggressive. They on substances and stuff, and they don't attack it properly.
With everything going on now, and you guys have been doing this a long time, I know, would you say our audiences, do they need to laugh more? Are they easier to get laugh because they just want to laugh? Or is it like everyone's so unhappy? Is it harder to get them to laugh in general?
I think it's a lot easier now just because it's so much going on in the world right now. So when people come there, they can just take a load off and just give me what you got. Like, you know what I mean? Because the world is crazy. There's a bunch of, inflation is through the roof. You know what I mean? Like,
people are suffering right now.
They are.
And they are so happy to not have to think about their terrible lives for 90 minutes.
Because it's crazy. I was driving down here. Inflation is crazy. I stopped by Taco Bell. A value meal.
Of course you stopped by Taco Bell.
For a value meal with 2 chalupas and a taco and a drink. $17.84.
Come on. You exaggerate. Sarcastic.
I kid you not.
What?
$17.84.
Man, I knew you was going to open with that. I knew you was going
to ruin my whole day. That's what I want to discuss. The Taco Bell.
Fellas, one of the things that we talk about, obviously, here is sports on top of sports on top of sports. And you guys talking about, it being difficult. Here with Sacramento Kings, it's been difficult for a long time. Doe, you from Sacramento, obviously. Mikey, you've been an alien, an AT alien for a long time here in Sacramento.
Yeah, I used to have season tickets.
What?
Yeah, and if anybody's listening, I would like some again.
We don't have season tickets, but we have a Scott Pollard bobblehead.
Right. Yeah. With that being said, like, what's your guys' thoughts and feelings on the Kings? Just history, present, past, moving forward. We got to get that take first.
Hey, man, this is what I think. I love the Sacramento Kings. I love the energy and the aura that Sacramento brings because that hasn't changed. We still got the best fans in the world. And I think we have to set the environment. And then we have to figure out, man, because this is what I think about players. This is what I think. This is an angry statement. But I'm like, why is everyone not great? Like, just in general, like, if this is all I do for my life, why is every aspect of it not at a 10? And I think we focus on ourselves first, and then we get in the team element, and then we trust. As soon as we trust each other, and I think the wins go up.
Yeah?
It comes with trust, man. So more dinners, more partying, more strip clubs, more comedy shows, more laughter and love. And then you on the team with the guys you love, because when they love each other, the game is different.
More camaraderie.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't take off plays because you love your brother. And you're like, no, I'm not going to take off this. I'm going to trust him with that shot. And I think that's what it comes down to. It's deeper than just skill set. Everybody's dope at hoop.
Yeah.
Everybody started when they was 4 at this level. Now, there are guys that are just like blessed. You get blessed with like a talent, but
did you play much? You have honestly, you have enormous hands. Did you play much?
You hear that, ladies? You hear that, Sacramento? And I wear size 12 too. This is crazy.
See, Whitey's looking out for you.
Yeah, that boy.
Thank you, Whitey. Nah, man. To be honest, my hoop game is incredible. I'm nice with it. I could be on a practice team.
Nice.
I could be on a practice team right now giving them work.
Yeah,
man. They need a
G League staff?
No.
Okay.
What's under local celebrity? I could play in that game. Like if I could be. Yeah, man. Because I'm part of that thing when the guys are 24-hour, man. When you playing there like 3 or 4 times a week. The problem is me and my peers, we passed our prime. So now our game is molded off of what I was speaking about earlier, trust. We're not the fastest anymore. We can't jump the highest, but guess what we can do? We talk the most trash. We would talk you out your game. We would make you hate your family. We would make you feel terrible. And we make you feel terrible. And then after the game, we're like, good game, y'all. Good game. Love. Because I think the moment you realize this is all mental, life is mental. That's when you get the W.
When did you realize that? How long did it take you to realize that?
Here's the thing. When athleticism left, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, we can still win. We just got to outsmart people. And that can still be done. Add me to the coaching staff. Add me to the morale. I'm talking about hanging up comedy, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I've been I think my purpose might be something else. It might be helping people realize the joy inside themselves can exist.
Yeah, like a motivational speaker.
Absolutely.
I can see that.
Is there a way to do both? Can't you do that through your comedy?
Well, here's the thing. People, I want to be consistent, because what if I like still do comedy and then they see me on stage and then they're like, oh my God, like it's like a whole different place. And they're like, I don't know if I should follow this guy off of the things he just said. 'Cause I'm going to say some terrible things. Some trash, some embarrassing stuff.
I wanted to ask you guys about something, you being on stage and doing comedy.
Oh, yeah.
And I've done a tiny bit. I took like a class and I was at Laughs. I did a couple sets and, you know, they're horrible, of course. But one of the things, and I've been doing this a long time, I've noticed when you're in front of people, you say something and you know it's funny because you've done it before. And people laugh, but there's that microsecond before they laugh. And for me, sometimes it's just terrifying. You know, do you ever experience it? Just that split second before, you know, because you get a little impatient, like, they're going to laugh. Okay, they laugh. But before they do,
I think the best comedian, because I still suffer from that to this day, because in my mind, I feel like if they're not laughing, I'm failing. But I think, like, you know, the good ones, the veterans, especially like with somebody like Mikey, like he's the, like Mike, I've seen Mike just go on stage and just sit there for just a minute and a half, 2 minutes, just comfortable in the silence, like Dave Chappelle does that. So I think when you could just get comfortable with the silence, like that's the beautiful, you know what I'm saying, thing about just sitting and just, because people want to hear it, like, you know what I mean? They want to hear what you have to say. So if you can just get comfortable with it being quiet, but like sometimes I'll panic, I'll be like, y'all like laughing at
You know, it's because Whitey said that. He said, because I asked him, I'm like, all right, listen, I need to hear a 2-3 minute set from you. You know, give me a couple of minutes or questions or something of that nature. And he's like, nah. And so I compared it to, and you tell me, fellas, I compared it to when, let's just say you're on a bike and you know you're getting ready to fall. There's always that split second your brain is telling you, oh, I'm falling. I'm getting ready to go down.
Brace for impact.
Absolutely. And then when you go down, there's also that split second that says pain is getting ready to happen. And then your brain is saying, brace for the pain. And then all of a sudden, boom, the pain comes. Is it something similar to that?
You know, we prepared for this. We are fighters who've been hit a lot. We've been knocked out. We have faced competitors, I mean audiences, before when we weren't as prepared. So this is not our first fight. And, you know, every show's different. Every energy's different, you know, and so it's not fear. Audiences smell that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I watch it.
Just like dogs,
Right.
Yeah.
And I see that with less experienced comedians because, you know, when the audience smells that, they eat that up. So our thing, like, we're at the point where we just come out and say and do what we want to do, you know, because it's just.
And I can even give it like a metaphor, like a darker metaphor, but a metaphor not the least. Like even like in like car accidents, right? Like when you brace for the impact and you get hit, that's when you get hurt. That's when you can die. But like with drunk drivers, they be, that's why they survive, because they're not, it's just loose, you know what I'm saying? So on stage, metaphorically, if you know what I'm saying, all tense, you're going to crash and die. But if you just flew it,
you know,
you'll get through it.
Do you know that my car got totaled last week? Is that why you brought that up?
No, not at all.
We didn't talk about this?
No, what happened?
Right outside the Lab Factory. My car got totaled. I don't have a car right now.
Why?
I thought you knew this.
Not at all.
Were you in it?
You're like, damn, you just gonna bring this up, no boy?
I was definitely in it. This car hits me on the driver's side, and right before I did last Sunday, it was the 17th, right?
Wow, man.
Were you hurt? Are you okay?
Nah.
Damn. That's Mikey Winfield.
I still have a concussion right now.
Mikey Winfield and Doughboy. They're at Laughs Unlimited through the weekend.
Yeah, we're doing 2 tonight, 2 Saturday, and that's it.
Okay.
That's it, and it's selling out. So
yeah.
Get your tickets.
You guys are talk about the Sacramento comedy scene. It's you know, I've known Mikey through the distance, through social network, you know, living in LA for a long time and he moving around. Like the Sacramento comedy scene, how does it look for both of you guys? And you guys are more established veterans, you know, Doughboy being on television, wilding out. Mikey, you've been a veteran of the game. What's your take on the Sacramento comedy scene right now?
I can speak to what it was when I started. I started doing comedy. Ironically, at Laughs Unlimited was the first time I ever did comedy. back in 06. And so what I remember from what it was very lively. Like you had cats like BT Kingsley that would run Touch a Class. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mikey was always doing his thing over at the Punchline. You had cats like E. Clark. And it was a point to where 7 days a week, you could really find a stage to get on. So you can go to Louis and Rancho. You can go to there was just a lot of different places. So it was a lot of opportunities to grow. And then what I learned is when you're getting on stage and you don't have that fear and you can just go up there, because that's what they say, if you're not bombing, you're not growing. So when you don't have that fear of bombing, then you can just find out what works and you get good. And then what I found out, because I ended up moving to LA in 09, so like 3 years after I started doing comedy, and then it kind of took the fun away from it. Now you get 5 minutes on stage, you're super nervous, you don't want to get embarrassed, you don't want to take chances, and you don't want to have a bad set. So I think in a lot of ways that stunted my growth, but I think back in that day, early 2000s, and even when I would come back to visit, this was a very flourishing place for comedy.
You know what? I'm going to second that as a region.
Wow.
Because what it was for me then, which I would still say it is now, just in a 2-hour radius, you have access to so many opportunities. Whether it's the Bay, whether it's Modesto, whether it's Reno, you know, there's shows in Tahoe. So there's not, everyone doesn't get this opportunity in other states, you know? So I just think in Sacramento, just what our reach is. I used to play every room that was near, you know, and you know, like, God bless, like a lot of doors were open to me early, and I just took advantage.
I know you guys probably get asked this a million times, and you're tired of answering this question. But how did you get started, and what got you started? How did you realize, ooh, I want to do that, I can do that?
I always had a real tumultuous relationship with my pops. We never really got along, you know, growing up. But when we did used to have connecting moments, it would be watching Def Comedy Jam on Friday nights. And so that was like, I would be like, man, he's laughing. Like, well, maybe. So always in my mind thought maybe I could do it. I tried stand up for the first time as a freshman in high school, and I got booed, and I just stopped doing it. I was like, I ain't doing that. I was just scared. But the reason why I started doing it again, because I was rapping, I was doing my thing, and then I had my daughter, rap wasn't working. And then my best friend, he just randomly said it to me. He was my boy Justin, and you know what I'm saying, I grew up with him. He was just like, man, you're funnier than the people I go watch at the, why don't you just do stand-up? I'm like, no, man, I'm a rapper. Right? And so I had just had my daughter, and I owed him $300 because, you know what I'm saying? And so he was like, you know what, forget that $300. Go do this open mic at Labs Unlimited. And ironically, that's where I met BT Kingsley. And I think a week later, I ended up meeting Mikey. And then and it was just the first time I got on that stage, didn't even know what I was doing, just talked. Yeah. And the first time I got that laugh, I was like, addiction. Like I've never smoked crack, but I'm imagining that was like that first hit of that crack. I was just like, yeah, I need this.
Yeah, you need to try that crack.
It's crack. I mean, I think there's a little bit in all of us that wants to try it. We won't.
No,
so it's about connecting with you.
Yeah. Crackheads be looking so happy.
A little bit of all of us that wants to try crack.
Everybody, you don't want the consequences.
No, there's half the people listening here that are like, no, I don't ever want to try crack.
You ain't never seen the crack. No. You be like, they having the most fun.
No, I haven't. You're projecting right now. I think you believe this too.
Listen, trust me, I wouldn't do it, but I was
no.
They be looking. I'd be like, man,
would you not?
Listen, man. The rest of me,
the enthusiasm you just had for this.
I mean,
I'm not convinced you wouldn't do it.
But I would just imagine it would be like that first hit. They all say that first hit is magic.
I think his actual number would have been higher, Mike. I think he brought it down. He's thinking like 80.
Yeah. That's it's you know, it's interesting to hear that because we were having this conversation a little bit earlier.
Smoking crack.
No. about the Jauan Jennings. Like, you guys follow football? How tired are you guys?
Raiders.
Oh, you're a Raider?
Huh?
Are you a Raider?
No, I'm a Ram.
Ooh.
Yes.
Wow.
I used to be a 49er.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Wait.
I used to be a Kings fan. I was going to talk about it, but I didn't want to upset anybody.
Wait a minute. Now we need to have this quick conversation.
I jumped ship.
You left the 49ers to jump to the Raiders?
No,
the Rams.
The Rams.
Wait a minute. You guys got to get to know Doughboy better too. He doesn't have long relationships.
I'm a ridiculous person at heart.
He moves on
because of the crack.
So why Ram fan?
Okay, because this is my logic. Okay.
Why Ram fan?
I used to be a long living Kings fan.
Okay.
I'm talking about Reggie Theus, Kings fan, Arco Arena, Kings fan, Game Fix. When we got cheated by the Lakers, I loved them. But I hated the decision that upper management used to always make about. And I'm sick of giving so much energy to this and they're not reciprocating the energy. And then with the 49ers, I was always a 49er fan. I didn't like the Kaepernick situation. I was just like, And so then once I moved to LA, I said, once I'm there for 10 years, because I didn't want to be like a fair weather fan, then I can switch and then I'll just be all things LA. So now,
are you a Laker fan?
I'm a Laker fan. I'm a Dodger fan. And I'm a Kings fan in hockey. Yeah, man.
Wow.
I would the energy in the room. I'm sorry, guys.
Yes.
I would like to say this with zero disrespect at all. But I've always been a Kings fan because I've had ties to Sacramento. And I want to say it was 6th grade. Walt Williams,
the wizard.
He didn't sign my autograph, and he yelled at me.
This was in school, or is this at the game?
No,
is this at an event?
At a practice game. We had access to some practice tickets.
We need to call him up right now.
I was getting ready to say, can I mend it?
No, I was like so impressed when he had his socks up. I was like, man, I put my socks up, and I was like, hey, it's cool if I get an autograph. And he goes, no, after the game. And guess who I never liked again? Guess who I prayed their career would end for years?
Well, when did you ask? Like during the game?
No, it was at the halftime. And he was walking right by me, and he was talking to a kid, and I was like, "Oh, this seems like my opportunity." I'm 12. You think I got etiquette? I'm a fan. And he said, "No, after the game." You know how many years that line played in my head to not even approach people.
Yeah, it is. It's still part of it.
Yeah. So I mean, somehow I got to find peace with that. And
as Whitey said, can I mend the fence? Can I get you an autographed jersey now?
Yeah.
Would that do it? That won't do anything?
Not enough.
What if I put you on the phone with him?
Yeah.
It's time to mend the fence, man.
Let us be the bridge.
Yeah.
That's probably a conversation that needs to happen.
For keeping you up at night.
I don't understand.
Okay, wait a minute.
How else do I move on?
We'll see if we can't do that.
Let me see if I can do that real fast.
Doughboy, we got Mikey Winfield with us.
You guys got another segment? One more segment?
I'm down. Whatever y'all want to do.
I can do that. We got to look. Yeah. Is that the real time right there?
Yes, sir.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I have time.
The conversation continues, and maybe Walt Williams joins us too next. Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
The Drive Guys.
And I know you guys missed me, so I was like, I'm coming in.
We're starting to get used to it. I'm not having you, actually.
I mean, I actually felt bad for Jay, too. I'm like, damn, Jay, you got to work with this dude for 4 hours? I'm like, let me come help Jay. No, I'm messing with you. You know what, though? I missed you the other night.
You can listen to The Drive Guys Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 1140 a.m., YouTube, and the Sacktown Sports app.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Future Ford.
I'm Dirk Verdorn in the KCRA3 Weather Center. It's going to be a warm evening tonight, but eventually temperatures will cool down into the 60s as we head into Saturday morning. We'll have clear skies and temperatures warming into the upper 90s, around 100 degrees Saturday afternoon. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
High voltage live boxing action returns to the venue on September 6th as Uppercut Promotions presents Thunder Showdown with 6 big fights on the bill, featuring local lightweight standout Kyle Lockenlally, who enters the ring undefeated. And don't miss a big heavyweight showdown with Chinese heavyweight Jung Long Sing and Sacktown's own Vikas Jia. Thunder Showdown coming September 6th to the venue at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Tickets available at Ticketmaster. Fight card subject to change.
Carmichael Dave here for my friends at American Energy Heating and Air. Yes, I always tell you they are a family-owned operation, been in business since 81, A-plus Better Business Bureau, but it is hot. We are in those Sacramento hot months. I want to focus on them being your second opinion partner. What does that mean? Maybe you've got somebody you're working with or you've worked with in the past in the HVAC world. Guess what? They want to give you a second opinion. How much does it cost? Nothing. Nothing. You call them up and say, hey, can I get a second opinion on this deal? They come out and they either say, wow, that's a great deal, you should feel better about that. Or they say, we can beat that price. And usually they're going to beat it by a lot. Guess what? You just saved money and it didn't cost you anything to find out. It's a no-lose situation. Go with a trusted company. American Energy, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Jingle Singers, take it away.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
This Labor Day Sell-a-thon, your California Ford dealer proudly salutes you. From job sites to open roads, Ford trucks and SUVs move the people who move the nation. And for a limited time, get the biggest deals on an incredible selection. Like the built Ford Tough F-150 truck, part of Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 48 years and counting. Or the adventure-ready Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport, with GOAT modes to help you conquer the great outdoors. And check out the always electrifying Ford Mustang Mach-E with 0 to 60 thrills and 0 emissions. To the ones who keep America moving, these deals are for you. It's the Ford Labor Day Sell-a-thon, and it's your chance to save. Whether it's gas, hybrid, or all-electric, now's the best time to get behind the wheel of your brand new Ford truck or SUV and drive it home today. So go to your California Ford dealer now, based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Sacramento, are you ready for live entertainment? The Sacktown Sports Live Events calendar is packed with the biggest shows. Catch country star Megan Maroney September 20th at Lake Tahoe Amphitheater at Caesars Republic. Then, don't miss the Doco Block Party Sunday, September 28th from noon to 4. Free fun for the whole family. Games, live music, kids activities, photo ops, and special offers from Doco merchants. October heats up with Heat Sweat, October 5th at Hard Rock Live Sacramento. Country fans, David Nail plays Goldfield October 9th. The same night, comedian king Bert Kreischer takes the stage at Thunder Valley. Then it's Justin Moore October 16th at Hard Rock Live, followed by hilarious comic Jimmy Carr on October 17th. November brings big laughs with Trevor Noah November 9th at Thunder Valley. And check out the Isley Brothers November 14th at Hard Rock Live Sacramento. Don't miss a moment. Get tickets now and see the full lineup at sacktownsports.com.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Avery-Anna. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo with RVs of Sacramento and the Smud Museum of Science and Curiosity. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
There is no better duo. Nope. Never.
It's the Drive Guys.
Right here on Sacktown Sports.
We're joined today by Doughboy and Mikey Winfield at Laughs Unlimited. Yeah. Two shows tonight?
We got 2 shows tonight.
Uh-huh.
2 tomorrow. They start at 7 p.m. and 9:30.
Yeah. Both Kings fans, both history of Sacramento.
Yes.
Now you went to college here, right, Mike?
Yeah. I'm a Hornet.
Uh-huh.
I'm a Sac State Hornet. You know, though, I was local, so I didn't get like my dream, which was to, live on campus. Plus my grades didn't allow scholarships to do that. So I lived at home and I just wilded out.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Speaking of it,
what was your major?
English.
Nice.
Yeah, because I wanted a job.
We got to get back to your King story because we might have something for you here. So you explained to us you were Kings. Well, you said a season ticket holder, right? You went to a lot of games.
Season ticket holder, and then we had access to like some practice games, and then we were able to see like the players like working out and practicing, and it was like a real live scrimmage.
But you had a bad episode with a particular player?
I had a terrible experience with Walt Williams, who I was like fan of. Man, he was rocking the socks. I'm from Baltimore. I think he had ties. He had East Coast ties. I don't remember that part, but I know he did. And
from the DMV area, baby.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Right.
Well, Jay has arranged for you, if you wish to at this time, Mike, to speak to the wizard, Walt Williams, joining us now. How you doing, Walt?
What's going on, bro? How you doing?
What's going on, Mikey? I think we should have a conversation.
Mikey, my bad, Mikey. I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry, man.
You know, I was 12.
I promise you.
And if I'm
Mike,
still telling the story.
Listen, bro, I promise you, I must have to get to somewhere or something, man. I cannot believe that because I was pretty good on giving autographs to
Not
folks.
that day.
Kids, man.
Walt, he said, but Walt, in your credit, he said he caught you at halftime.
At halftime.
At halftime.
Yeah.
In the quote, the words were.
Bro, you got to be kidding me, man. Were we winning or losing?
Clearly losing.
You know what? The quote was, "No, after the game." I don't know what your stat line was that game, but it was practice.
And your words have been echoing in his head ever since.
So sorry, man.
You know what? I mean, now that we did this, you know, I'm a free my heart, and I'm gonna say I accept your apology, and I really appreciate you for going to the lengths to share that my bad. You didn't say
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. If I had to do it all over again, there's no way that would have happened.
You're really good at apologizing. He's great, hey, man. That was well executed, and I could properly move on.
There we go.
Wow,
changing lives.
Wizard, right, man. I hope that I'm back into your heart again, man. I hope I won my way back into your heart again. All right.
You are absolutely the wizard.
Well, we got to, brother. I was trying to rep us and all of that, man. So, you know, I'm sorry. All right.
No, we good. We good. I'm officially over it completely.
Wizard, can we bless Mikey with an autographed jersey if we get one to you, man?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Say no more. Come on, see, Mikey, I told you, bro. Now, welcome back to the Sacramento Kingdom.
Look at that.
There you go, Walt. You brought him back to the King's Kingdom.
Man. Open up the gates, man. Open up the gates and let him in.
The gates are open.
You want him decided after the game? No.
Good stuff.
All right, Wiz. Thank you, Walt. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
No doubt, man. All right, fellas.
See ya. Yeah,
that was cool.
There you go.
That was amazing.
Look at that, man. Look at
that.
God.
Was amazing.
Look at God.
Look at God. Ah, man. What else can you guys arrange? I got this one girl from 08.
Now, there was this pizza spot that messed up my order. Let's get them on the line.
You guys got some power here.
Well, you know, the thing about it is if you rocking with Sports 1140, man, you got to become a Kings fan. I get what you're saying, though, boy. I understand. You're not alone. Whitey can attest to this. We hear that every single day. I feel like Kings fans have put their heart, their hard-earned money, the effort, you know, so much into being a Kings fan, and sometimes they feel like it's been all for nothing, right?
They feel like they don't get back what they have coming to them.
Right. Nah, and I want to come back, man, because my roots are Sacramento, man. I don't want to be the LA guy that moved to LA and started rooting for the Lakers.
All right, who do you need to talk to?
I think this is enough. I think, seeing what Walt just did, I think this season I'm coming back, man. I want to be paying attention to my king.
Let's take advantage. Let's get Shaquille on the phone. Bobak, Solomon Hodge. Let's get all these guys on the phone right now.
You got to start talking about it. So when did you give up the season tickets, man?
No, this is the thing. My grandma and grandpa, they had them for years. And when, you know, it was like 42. So it was like 41 or 42 of those. And every once in a while, we would get to go. And that was like a dream come true to be at a live game. And that was like my first time attending a live game. And those memories, I'm telling you, those positive memories last forever, and so does that one negative one. So
now we erase that.
Now that I've wiped that out,
it's
like
those
were amazing times. Just seeing players live, especially as like a sixth grader.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is. cliche, but Sacramento has a special relationship with the team here because it's the only major league team we've had. Now the A's are here. They're not really Sacramento's, but when the Kings almost left, that was devastating for a lot of people. And thank goodness that we've been able to keep them around.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We should go to a Kings game this year.
Yeah, no, of course.
I'm down.
Of course.
We should do that.
But see, man, I want everybody to understand that all of this is bigger than us.
It is.
Even winning, everything is bigger than us, man. Like, we these little pebbles, these little specks in this big universe. And I'm just telling you that, like, when we zone in and when we dial in, the answers are there.
We might have to bring you over to the locker room.
Yeah.
Yeah, you giving positive vibes, motivation. Yeah.
Something.
Man, you and Scott Perry dropping Monday motivation.
I will say this. It's not an act, man. And that's like, it's when my heart speaks, man. And I'm blessed to be around people that elevate me and bring me to positive places as well.
Nice.
And you can be elevated at Laughs Unlimited this weekend. Mikey, Winfield, and Doughboy. You guys are excited to be in town, aren't you?
Oh, man.
Come to the show and get elevated.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm excited to be here. Going to be here all weekend. I definitely got to make a stop by Jim Boys. Every time I come to Sacramento,
come on now.
Jim Boys.
100% a staple. A staple.
Is that only here?
Well, I mean, it's none in Southern California.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I don't know where they're outside of Sacramento, but every time I come to Sacramento, I get a six-pack taco with sour cream.
Well, because they have the Parmesan cheese.
Oh, I get the best. And they make them fresh every time.
Yeah.
Chicken burritos. Yeah.
Is this an ad?
No, I just love it. I have a problem. That's why I'm not a Kings fan. Jim Boys.
Did they pay you before you walked in?
Hey, real quick, Mikey, before we let you rock, man, one of the things that I did want to ask you about it, and Frederick also reminded me, is America's Got Talent.
Absolutely.
It's one of those shows that I think if you're locked into America's Got Talent, you're locked in. I'm not so much as locked in, but of course, when you came through, I made sure to show the support, rocking with Sacramento and showcase with you, man. Just taking part of that. You were right there. You were kind of like the Sacramento Kings. You got cheated out of winning it all. You finished second. But what to America's Got Talent, like, what does that mean for you right now?
Okay, so America's Got Talent is not about coming in first place.
Yeah.
America's Got Talent is versus giving people this exposure and having a whole new band of fans that wanted you to win, who are still rooting for you, that are new people now following this journey that they just got hitched on. And when I talk about some of the most supportive people, they buy tickets in advance. They say we voted for you. They come to these shows and they watch me like spill my heart and try new material. And this is all across the country. It's pretty wild. I had a woman in I think it was Wisconsin somewhere. She prayed for me.
Wow.
Like, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I was outside. I had on my dark lenses. She grabs my hands and starts a prayer. Now, I didn't hear any of it because her cleavage was out, but I remember because she said amen. And that's when I was like, amen. I'm really blessed right now.
Well, thank you very much for coming in. I would appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. Again, Laughs Unlimited this weekend. Mikey, Winfield, and Doughboy. What time the show's tonight? I know you guys mentioned
7 o'clock and 9:30 both nights.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely. Good times.
It's a nice, intimate place.
Yes.
It was great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Might have to have Whitey come open for you guys when you come back next time.
Come on, Whitey. They got
come on.
And the bartenders there have a heavy hand, so be careful and tell them you don't want that much. You gotta say that, or everybody just end up trickling out the place.
Just stumbling and bumbling out there.
That's not what we want. We want, do good, people.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. And Jay and I back with more Drive Guys next on Sacktown Sports.
You're listening to the Drive Guys. The Drive Guys.
I know you guys missed me, so I was like, I'm coming in.
We're starting to get used to it. I'm not having you, actually.
I mean, I actually felt bad for Jay too. I'm like, damn, Jay, you got to work with this dude for 4 hours. And I'm like, let me come help Jay. No, I'm messing with you. You know what, though? I missed you the other night.
You can listen to the Drive Guys Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 1140 a.m., YouTube, and the Sacktown Sports app.
Stockton Honda cranks up the savings with amazing deals during the Honda Summer Event happening now. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, you'll find unbeatable selection, serious savings, and top dollar for your trade. From quick crosstown drives to full-blown road trips. Wherever you're headed, Stockton Honda is ready to help you get there in style. Start your summer adventures at Stockton Honda or StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your RV, RV wins.
What, are you going to take the RV to the lake or clean out your closet?
RV wins!
Putting the dishes away or taking the RV camping?
RV wins!
Cleaning the fridge or taking a trip to the beach?
RV wins!
You might want to clean the fridge real quick because, mold.
We clean out the fridge, then take the RV out.
With Progressive, you can bundle your RV with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings in your RV. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states and situations.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. We're dedicated to serving people 50 and up like me. Our needs are different. Big Wireless wants us in an unlimited plan, but if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used. At Consumer Cellular, we're focused on affordable, reliable plans, including data that suits your needs, not ours. Our plans start at just $20, and you'll get the best customer service in the business.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Ready to elevate your everyday? Quince has the Luxe Staples Insider Swear By, minus the markup. From 100% European linen styles and 14-karat gold jewelry to gorgeous leather bags and elevated home finds, Quince has it all. And by partnering directly with top artisans and ethical factories, Quince delivers premium quality at half the cost of similar brands. Discover everyday luxury without the markup at Quince. Go to quince.com/style upgrade for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/style upgrade.
I'm Matt Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Your car steering wheel could be a ticking time bomb. At least 24 people have died and many more injured because their airbags fired shrapnel at them upon inflating. Tens of millions of cars have been recalled. If you suffered cuts that required stitches, hearing or vision loss, or broken bones, please contact us today. You could be owed money for medical bills and other damages.
Morgan & Morgan. Visit us at badairbags.com for an office near you. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
What is your next success story? At University of Maryland Global Campus, you can succeed again with more than 135 affordable online degrees and certificates to help you move your career forward. From cybersecurity and AI to healthcare and MBA, our programs help you build critical thinking, leadership, and communication skills that set you apart in today's job market. Apply now and save with no application fee through September 3rd. Visit umgc.edu to get started. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration.
Thunder.
The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
The Labor Day Sell-a-thon is on at Folsom Lake Ford. Right now, with your approved credit, get 0 down, 0% financing, and 2 years of complimentary maintenance on select new Fords. Hurry to Folsom Lake Ford or folsomlakeford.com. See dealer for details.
Your afternoon home for Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
Happy Friday. I got to say, Jay, that's going to be one of those things that, pardon me, let me put this microphone down 1 second. That'll be one of the things, when it's all said and done, I look back on all the years in radio. I remember this one time, Mikey Williams came in and, he had a hard time with Wizard Williams, so we called the Wizard up, and Wizard came out and talked to him.
Man, the Wizard, shouts out to the Wizard, man. Just showing how great of a guy he is. And he shot me a text. He was like, man, I love Sacramento. Let me make sure I'm giving the proper wordage.
But thanks to Mikey, Winfield, and Doughboy for coming in. And I think he'll remember it too. I think Mike will remember it too.
Yeah, he definitely was like, man, that was dope. I appreciate that. Wall said, I love playing in Sac. So much fun, bro. Anything I can ever do for the fans, I'm good. I'm always good. So it just goes to show, man, just what you were talking about earlier. The fan base here is spectacular. And it looked like we welcome back maybe a couple more guys.
Yeah.
You got to get rid of that dreaded Laker stuff.
I know. You can't be a former 49er fan who's now a Ram fan and wear a Raiders hat. I mean, that also is a bit questionable, but that's fine. How was the Wizard when you first told him? Did he understand what's going on? Did he catch on? Was he, it's amazing that we were able to catch him when he wasn't in the middle of something.
Yeah, we'll see. It's not basketball season.
Yeah.
So, he does stuff for the University of Maryland.
Yeah.
Big Ten Network, I believe, or local. And so when I was like, hey, what's up, Walt? This Jay. Like, what's up, bro? Like, hey, man, I showed him, I had to talk quick, talk fast. So I gave him the rundown. And I'm like, what you doing?
Had to come together quick.
Yeah, he's like, man, I'm just chilling. I'm just at the house relaxing. So I gave him the spiel, and he's like, absolutely. Absolutely. Anything, Jay. We got to bring him back to the Kings, King side of things. And I was like, and he's from B-More. He's from your area. He was like, oh, for real? He said, man, absolutely. So he was very receptive to the situation, by all means. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, very. Thank you, Jay, for lining that up. Thanks to Walt Williams.
Yeah, Walt, good dude, man.
Mikey, Winfield, and also Doughboy, and go see him if you get a chance. Go see their show this weekend. What else are you doing this weekend, Jay?
Man,
anything going on?
I'm power packed this weekend, brother. So I'm glad you asked, because I was sitting here looking at, did you know this weekend is the Sacramento Film Festival?
I did not.
Yeah. So it's the 30th anniversary of the Sacramento Film Festival this weekend.
And where is that being held?
It's the old Sac at the Railroad Museum.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. And Marcus Allen is debuting a film. It's a horror film.
Wow.
Yeah. Let me make sure I got the proper the title for it. But yeah, man. So I'm thinking about going out there Sunday. Maybe you should come if you ain't doing nothing.
We could probably get him on too.
Yeah. We could definitely probably get Marcus on. And so I'm thinking about going out there Sunday.
Is this, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but is it like all locally made or having something to do with Sacramento to be in this festival? Or
yeah, you know what? Let me pull it up here, because I got the literature. I was sent the literature.
Okay.
And was invited out by the way, shouts out to Anthony and his lovely significant other, Piper. She is a part of the Sacramento Film Festival. And so Anthony was like, hey, they would love for you to come out, be a part of it, show some love. You guys being on the radio and all that jazz, man, just come out and check and see how they get down. I'm like, never been to one, never been to Sacramento Film Festival. So I was very interested. It looks like you have to have, yes, it looks like all these films are based out of the Sacramento area, or meaning the director, writer, something from Sacramento. Yeah.
So everybody involved in these films or at least one person in each film, Sacramento Roots. All
Sounds
right.
like that.
I didn't even know they showed movies there.
Yeah, there you go.
Railroad Museum.
I did not either. I maybe it's just because it's the Sacramento Film Festival, but yeah, Marcus Allen is his new film is called Don't Answer, and it debuts tomorrow, 4:00. So if you want to get there, Whitey, you tell me and I'll make sure I put you down, brother.
Yeah, I think we got family visiting this weekend. I don't think I'd be able to make it tomorrow, although I will be here tomorrow for the True Sports Card Show.
There you go.
Join Emron and myself at 10:00.
Is he back?
Here? Yeah, I think he's back today. Right. I believe he is back. And then after that, next week, Jay, we are headlong into the start of the NFL season.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. It's a grind, though. It's a grind. Mm-hmm. And it's definitely a grind if you're a Cowboys fan. But as a 49er fan, I'm looking forward to it.
Boot in.
Of course, man. Put the foot on the neck of the Cowboys. Cowboys fans, they've been famous, I should say, as I look up and Tarleton State is in the mix. They're still hanging with
Did we find out what
Army.
They are yet?
Yeah, they're the Texans.
Oh, okay.
Tarleton State Texans. And their mascot is a Texas Rider, which is basically a cowboy.
Yeah.
To say.
Yeah.
But I've actually remember with Tarleton State, it's outside of Fort Worth, it's in Stevensville. And I had to look it up to make sure because I remember driving by there a few times. But yeah, they're in the WAC now. So they've moved up, But yeah, if you are a Cowboys fan, you're probably not looking forward to the season. And good. I'm glad not.
Mm-hmm. By the way, speaking of college football yesterday, and I know because you lined it up for us, we had Dr. Luke Wood on, president of Sac State. And one of the things he said, he talked a lot about the significance of the vote from the Cal Expo board to go forward with the plan to put a Sac State stadium there. But he said he's very optimistic about having some news very soon about Sac State's FBS future.
Yeah.
I kind of threw it out there, and I thought he's probably not going to want to go there yet, but he went there. He's very confident, and very soon something could happen there, he says.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. One thing about Sac State, those Hornets, as Mikey Winfield is a Hornet, those Hornets, they're poking out their chests a little bit, aren't they?
They are.
And if football, the basketball general manager with Shaq, you hunting and pecking for a new spot in Cal Expo. I mean, they're moving and shaking over there.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt about it over in Sac State.
It's happening all over the city.
It is. It truly is. It truly is. Yeah, between Sac Republic, the rail yards, and Sac State looking to move to Cal Expo. Of course, we still sit. You kind of forget because we've been acclimated to the situation, but the G1C is still fresh and new.
It really is.
There's still people who have not ventured into the G1C. I still meet people every now and then who are like, oh, I haven't had an opportunity to go in there. I'm like, what? What's wrong with you, man?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Find your way in there.
It's still holding up really, really, really well.
Yeah.
I've told you before, when we found out that the Warriors were getting their new arena, I thought, Sacramento gets this new arena, and then here comes San Francisco with probably a nicer one right after that. And they will benefit from the fact that they came after Sacramento's arena, but it's not better. I think Golden One Center and Chase's, I like it better than you do. I know you call it the dentist's office, and I get all that. I think it's really nice, but it's not as nice as Golden One Center.
No,
it still looks brand new.
Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah.
G1C's got a great feel to it.
It does.
You walk up to it, it feels good, and it just reminds me of a place where it's like, yeah, you know what? I feel at home, especially being from Sacramento, and you're proud of what the G1C means. You look around, it feels like every single year there's something added. Of course, the beam coming up, the screens across the street with that on L Street. Like, there's so many different things. Doco is consistently, feels like there's always a new shindig and Doco here and there. So it just consistently is growing, and it just feels good to say, okay, that's in Sacramento. The Sac State fundraiser was over at the Sawyer, which is right there at Doco last Wednesday. It's one of those things that makes Sacramento, as we talk about, it puts you on the map a little bit.
Yeah, every time a community builds a stadium or an arena, one of the things they talk about is it'll be a meeting place for the whole community. Sometimes it is, sometimes maybe it's not, but definitely Golden One Center definitely is for members of our community.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Definitely been that. When we come back, here is where the 49ers will finish this season, according to the experts. Next on Sacktown Sports.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Labor Day savings are on at Elk Grove Chevy with $10,500 off MSRP. Every new 2025 Silverado 1500 5.3 liter after all rebates. And Elk Grove Chevy has one of the largest selections in the Sacramento area. $10,500 off new Silverado exclusively at the Elk Grove Chevy Silverado Supercenter. Now that's big, huge. See them all at MaidaChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
Excludes work parking ZR2, not trading 2011 Chevy car truck. Not available with special financing, leasing, some other offers.
Made a great deal at Maida.
Hey, everybody, it's Carmichael Dave. Labor Day is almost upon us. Can you believe it? And you can relax in style without breaking the bank. Why? Because it's the Labor Day sale at Amy's Outdoor Living. You can save from 40 to 70% on premium patio sets, colorful umbrellas, new cushions, beautiful and useful fire pits, and much more. And right now is the time to beat those tariffs and save your hard-earned money on most of their top name brands. Turn your backyard into a resort style retreat. Hurry in to save 40 to 70% off your new backyard, because guess what? These savings will not last long. Amy's Outdoor Living. Used to go there with my dad as a little kid. That's how long they've been around. And now they have 2 locations on El Camino near Watt. That's the one I grew up going to. And the El Dorado Town Center. It's beautiful there. Amy's Outdoor Living, where your outdoor living begins.
I'm with Vince Bloom, General Manager and Big Guy at Folsom Lake Dodge.
I think you mean the Summer Deal Guy.
Vince, the Summer Deal Guy. And why's that, Vince?
Because summertime means the deals are heating up at Folsom Lake Dodge. I'm talking hot deals you don't want to miss.
I know what you mean. During the Make This the Summer event at Folsom Lake Dodge, I see you can save over $15,000 off a new 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4. Over $15,000.
But that's not the only summer deal at Folsom Lake Dodge.
Far from it. I see the Summer Deal Guy is also offering deals on all their Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles.
I am.
Hot summer deals on everything? This really is the summer.
Exactly.
Save over $15,000 off a new 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4. At Folsom Lake Dodge.
In the Folsom Auto Mall and online at FolsomLakeDodge.com.
Discount includes 1,000 West BC SFS retail bonus cash, 1,000 West BC SFS bonus cash, national snackable 20% below MSRP, retail discount $59.91. One at this net discount. Sample VIN SN 772855 expires 9/2/25.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Low Cash, Vincent Mason, and Abriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo with RVs of Sacramento and the Smud Museum of Science and Curiosity. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, Sacktown Sports 1140.
Today on this Friday, last hour of the show, last hour of the week, and then we got the big holiday weekend. Thanks for being with us today. It's been a very eventful couple of days. Yesterday, we had the Micah Parsons trade, pardon me. Jerry Reynolds joined us yesterday. Luke Wood joined us yesterday. And then today, we had Mikey Winfield on, comedian. He's at Laughs Unlimited. And he told us about how when he was a lad, he was at a Kings game, and he wanted Walt Williams to sign an autograph for him, and Walt Williams wouldn't do it. So Jay got Walt Williams on the phone, and they were able to patch things up. It was an amazing moment I'll never forget.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Man, I missed the legend yesterday?
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah. He was in fine form, too.
Man, what was the legend squawking about?
Oh, well, one thing we did was we asked him about his, blue-collar, hard-working Kings team.
Okay.
And he mentioned a lot of people we met. He mentioned, I think he started with, he said, well, there's 2 guys on the bench right now as coaches, Bobby Jackson and Doug Christie.
Yeah.
Should be on that team.
Who else did he have on there?
He had Ron Artest, of course.
Okay, Ron.
Yeah, and I think he said, here's a guy that people maybe forget, Brian Grant. Although I think we had mentioned.
We had him on him. Yeah, we talked about him.
Mm-hmm.
BG, so that's 4.
Actually, he said Mike Woodson, too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Woody.
Yeah.
Okay.
which goes, of course, way back.
Yeah, that was a little bit before my time. I didn't know Woody was a junkyard dog. He was that type of ball player.
Played for Bobby Knight.
Yes,
so you
he did.
Had to play that way if you wanted to play.
Yeah, well, okay. I hear you.
I know Alan, speaking of the Kings, Alan Stiles today was talking about some speculation on Keegan Murray. And Alan had someone suggest to him that perhaps the Kings haven't signed Keegan yet because they're waiting to see how he plays, how he starts the season. I don't know. I guess that conceivably is true. It is interesting when we talk about Keegan and this regime. We know that they didn't want to trade him. At least we think we know that, because the reports when the Kuminga thing was first percolating, the reports were they're not going to trade Keegan. They're not going to trade Keon. So presumably the Kings definitely value Keegan. So given that that's true, I have a hard time believing that they're going to wait and see how he plays at the start of the year before they decide whether they want to extend him or not. Could be true, but I would tend to doubt it.
Yeah.
We're just guessing, I know, but if they felt that way about him, I don't think they necessarily would have been so reluctant to deal him, because they really like Kuminga. So I think they'll get that done.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't really think it's formality. It's a formality, Whitey. It'll get done.
Yeah. I know you and I had said months ago that maybe it would make sense for him to wait and see how Keegan starts the year. But it looks like they definitely realize, especially with the shortage they have of talented players in the front court, they realize how much they need him. Was interesting when Scott Perry had his very first press conference here, and somebody asked him about Keegan, and he said, oh, he'll be fine. And then he went right into the whole thing about, I'm going to get a mirror for each player, and they're going to hold it up themselves, and I'm going to do that too, and everyone's got to be accountable. But all indications are, actions speak louder than words, and it looks like the Kings, I think they'll get this done with Keegan Murray. They just, for all the debate we have with fans about he's never going to be this, or he should have been that, he shouldn't have done that, he's just really important to where they are now and where they want to get to. I think he's too important for them to let go. But we'll see. Hopefully they'll get that done sooner rather than later. Now we have the NFL season kicking off next Thursday, and the 49ers playing a week from this Sunday. You can hear that here, of course, on Sacktown Sports. Found this today, Jay, at NFL.com. Your expert picks for the 8 division winners and the 6 wild cards. When I say experts, there's 29 of them. Okay. Some of the names that are more familiar, I think you may actually know these people. You got Maurice Jones-Drew is on this panel. Lance Zierlein. Judy Batista.
Judy B.
Mike Florio was a member of this panel. So a lot of names. Those are among the more well-known. Kevin Petra, Adam Rank, Greg Rosenthal. So anyway, here's how they
pretty much all known names.
Yeah.
Okay.
AFC East, it was unanimous.
Bills.
All 29 experts said Buffalo Bills.
Well, they're playing the Jets, Patriots, Dolphins. Yeah, give me the Bills.
Yeah. AFC North champs. 26 votes out of 29.
All right.
The Ravens.
Okay. Well, that's a tough one.
The Bengals got 3 votes to win the division from the experts.
All right. Gotcha.
AFC South, 23 votes. 23 out of the 29 votes went to the Houston Texans.
Yeah, I could see that.
5 votes for Jacksonville.
Really? Does it say who those 5 were?
Yes. Florio, Gonzalez, Gordon, Jones, Drew, and Konak. 1 vote for the Tennessee Titans.
Now, who was that?
That was Mr. Reuter.
What?
Yeah, and let me just check.
And they took
Chad Reuter.
Took the Tennessee Titans?
Took the Tennessee Titans. Who may or may not end up on my list of 7 surprise teams.
Okay.
AFC Western champs, only 20 of the 29 votes, but that's number 1 in the division for the Kansas City Chiefs. 8 votes for the Denver Broncos, and of course 1 vote for the
Chargers.
Los Angeles Chargers.
Was that Whitey Gleason?
It would have been if I was on the panel, maybe. Zierlein voted for the Chargers.
Okay.
Yeah, and then for the wild card teams, they got Cincinnati, Denver, the Chargers, and the Chiefs are the top vote getters. Gets confusing because they also have the Chiefs to win the division. Steelers and then the Patriots are 6th on there. Raiders well down there. Didn't get a lot of support to make the playoffs this year. So moving over to what I call the National Football Conference, the NFC. The Eagles get 28 out of 29 votes.
Commanders get 1.
Commanders get the one from Mike Florio.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Let me just check to see how many the Cowboys got. I don't see it. That would be none. Just double check it.
Triple check it one more time if you need to.
I will. Let me
triple check it.
Yeah, I got nothing. I don't see any. NFC North. Where did Michael Parsons go?
Green Bay Packers, NFC North.
Yeah, they're the number one answer, but only 14 of the 29 picked them.
Okay.
That's the most in the division, but 14 for Green Bay, 13 for Detroit, and then Chicago and Minnesota get 1 each.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it's possible. I think this came out today. I'm not sure when they
voted.
Yeah, so that might be altered a little bit by this trade, but I don't know for certain. NFC South, 22 out of 29 votes from the NFL.com experts say Tampa Bay will win the NFC South this year. 6 votes for the Atlanta Falcons. And then 1 vote for, Jay, what is this about?
Carolina Panthers?
Carolina Panthers.
Dang. Who was that?
That was, who is Rank? Is that Adam
Rank?
Adam Rank.
Been around for a while.
Adam Rank.
NFL Network.
Maybe he's been around too long. I don't know. Right? Let me just go back and check see if the Cowboys got anything. Nope, I got nothing.
Still nothing?
Still,
just triple check.
Still the goose egg.
Yeah, just triple check.
Goose egg and the big D.
I'm glad you circle back around to that.
I'm just doing my due diligence. Come on. NFC West champions.
20 people say San Francisco.
15 is the top vote getter. 15 of the 29 say
the Rams.
The Rams. Then you got 10 votes for San Francisco, 3 for Seattle, and 1 for the Arizona Cardinals.
Who's got the Cards?
The Cardinals, that would be Abdu. I'd have to check that first name.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Mr. or Ms. Abdu. It's the NFL experts. Keegan Abdu has the Arizona Cardinals. And then the wild cards, and again, it gets a little convoluted because some of the teams get votes for both, and then it's hard to figure out. But you got Detroit 1, Green Bay 2, Washington, Rams, and San Francisco tied for 5th for the Bears. So there you go. That's what the experts say. The experts like the Los Angeles Rams.
Does it choose like who's going to NFC Championship, Super Bowl winner? Do they prognosticate for that? They preview that?
Doesn't go that far. It's just the teams that are most likely to get in to the playoffs via winning the division or the wild card.
Got you.
I think if you're a 49er fan, you almost want that. If you even care, what the experts think. My point is the 49ers, if this season goes the way they have it drawn up, they're probably going to sneak up on some teams. And Kyle Shanahan has talked about this. The hope is that by mid-November, the 49ers are a much better team than they are right now. So the experts don't think the 49ers are the best team in the division right now. Maybe they're not right now, but that's not what matters. What matters is that they will become that team. Remember the year Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl with Tom Brady? They were not very good. And then around mid-November, it's like the switch flipped. And then from then on, it's like, oh, they're the best team in football, and they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes a while.
Got to get hot.
49ers relying on a lot of young players and a lot of players maturing and players coming back from injury. But that's their plan this year. They need a number of things to fall into place, but that's what they're hoping for this year. And that's why Kyle Shanahan, as we've been saying, has been tamping down the expectations, Jay. We're just trying to be better at the end of the year than we are at the start of the year. And we're just trying to get into, as he says, those playoffs.
If I ask you today, end of August, what would be a realistic goal for Kevin Whitey Gleason's 49ers heading into the season? You would say what?
I think 11 wins would be great.
And that would put you where, according to you? Like you're the 30th You're the 30th expert on that list.
Depending on how you do in the division, depending on where those 11 fall, you could win the division, but you'd certainly be in the playoffs.
Is this team? Yeah. I think they win the division.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this team can make it to the NFC Championship just right now? Right now. And with you just, exacerbated with Kyle Shanahan talked about.
Yeah.
And said, hey, we are looking to build the snowball, and hopefully when the season comes to a turning point, we'll be coming downhill. And that could be week 10, 11, 12, 15. I don't know. But they're building up to getting hot, being a better team. Right now, we're not a Super Bowl contender. That's kind of what I'm hearing, what he says. But we're good enough to get there. But right now, we're probably not looking like that.
Yeah. Right now, I'd say, boy, that's going to be really tough.
Okay.
But again, hopefully by November, they're going to be essentially a different team. But, the conference now with those teams, Green Bay and Detroit and Philadelphia, I mean, I don't think the 49ers, could we really say the 49ers right now are better than those teams?
No.
I don't think so. But they have a chance to, reach them by the end of the year. But right now, they're not the best team.
So you got Philly in front of them, Detroit, Green Bay.
Those are the three I mentioned off the top of my head. I think you've
Where
been
put
saying
Washington
this.
at?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm wondering, they had such a great year last year. If some regression, I believe in them, but it might be a year where they kind of, hey, wait a minute, everything was so easy last year. But you've mentioned Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's got a chance to.
They're tough.
Have kind of a bust out year.
So you got them probably 4th, 5th, or 6th, depending on.
Yeah.
But
that's right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
you seem a little higher than that.
No. I'm right where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this team is gonna win the Super Bowl. I don't think this team makes it to the NFC Championship.
Mm-hmm.
I do think this team, and I'm speaking for right now, August 29th, I think this team makes the playoffs, and then we'll see from there. We'll see how it's cooking. As Kyle Shanahan is talking about, these young guys are playing into form. I need to see. I think Ronaldo Green has a lot of talent, but I don't know what he's going to do with it. I think Malik Mustafa has a lot of talent. I'm still up in the air about it a little bit. I know he can come up and crack with the best of them, but can he cover? I'm not sure. I have no clue who's playing at free safety. I'm really not, I guess, over the top for Upton Stout as a nickelback. I think he's good, but I don't know what he's going to do on the field.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if Gifford is replaced by Nick Martin or somebody by the end of the season at the third linebacker position. I have no clue what Ben Bartch is going to give me at left guard.
Well, yeah, it's the 49ers, so obviously the offensive line here a week before the start of the regular season is going to be a little bit of a question mark.
Yes.
That's just part of being a 49er fan in the Kyle Shanahan era. How's the offensive line? Well,
we'll see.
Yeah. Yes.
We'll see.
Right.
Yeah. I just don't. There's a lot of question marks. And don't get me wrong, Whitey. This is the beginning of the season. We're just finishing the preseason. We could probably go down every single team and pick up 4, 5, 6 question marks for each team. And you know what? Kansas City, I'm not sure if their safety is going to play. Like we can pick and choose each squad and have a little question or two for them. I'm just comparing this 49er team to the last 4, 5, 6 years in the positive form of this team is not as good as those teams. I'm not even talking about personnel. I'm saying when you look at what we know versus what we don't know, the unknowns, I think there are so many unknowns about this team that you don't normally see a Super Bowl caliber squad pop up out of nowhere with this many unknowns and win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Now, you talked about the Patriots. Brock Purdy better be Tom Brady then. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he is. Until proven otherwise, he ain't Tom Brady. So
no, I was talking about the Tampa Bay, but it was Tom
Tampa.
Brady.
Okay,
it's when Tom Brady was the quarterback.
Right.
Yeah.
So but I think they had on paper they had a little more talent. I thought they played well, but it is what it is when it comes to that.
I wouldn't be surprised if the 49ers this year have one of those so-so starts was it 22 the last year they've done that? They've done that, I think, a couple years under Kyle Shanahan.
4-4,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think at one point they were 4-5.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked like, and they got blown out at home by Carson Wentz and the Colts, I think. And it looked like, wow, they may just have to cash in their chips this year and start playing the young guys. And then they went on a run. I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like that again this year. If it takes a while for things to fall into place, it probably shouldn't because the schedule's easier, but it might take them a while to get up to gear here.
I think what I'm saying, and maybe as I'm sitting here formulating and talking it out, Whitey, maybe I'm saying this. And I saw Patrick Willis say this not too long ago. Somebody asked him on an interview. They said, is the Super Bowl window closed for the 49ers? And I'm paraphrasing, but he said he used the word thin. He was like, the window is open, very thin, and I guess the mistakes that they can make is a fine line is kind of
margin for error is not very big.
Yeah. And so I'm with that. I just don't see this team winning the Super Bowl because they have too many unknowns. And as great as good as you need young talent, they're littered with young talent. I truly believe even if they go on a roll, even if they get create the snowball and it's down the hill, man, it's going to have to be a hell of a snowball because there are some teams that are rocking and rolling that are just that much better. Yeah. They look way better on paper, but you never know because one thing about injuries, they play a role. And that's just the NFC. We're not even talking about the AFC yet.
You mentioned Malik Mustafa, and John Lynch was talking about him. Yeah, I think it was yesterday on their flagship. He talked about something that their analytics department calls a swarm. And it's a measure of how quickly a player, they look at college players in this regard, how quickly a defensive back gets to the ball carrier, whether it's a running back or someone who catches a pass. They call that swarm. And they said that Malik Mustafa, when they drafted him, they said he was the Sultan of Swarm. He was like the fastest in college. They said this year, the Sultan of Swarm was Marquise Siegel.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I obviously they're going to have a very active defense that's probably going to have to take a few more risks than Robert Saleh defenses took the last time he was around here because they're not going to be quite as talented, but they're going to have to get that push up front from 2 or 3 rookie defenders, and it could happen, but it's asking a lot, to your point.
Yeah, I believe it when I see it. I'm kind of one of those things.
Defensive backs, and that's why I say best case scenario is eventually things fall into place and they become cohesive as a unit. If they can stay afloat through the first couple games. That first game is huge against the Seattle Seahawks. The divisional games are going to be monstrously important.
Definitely, because I think that's where you gotta earn your stripes.
Yep.
As much as they have a terrible, according to the experts, they have a terrible schedule, which always changes every single year because we know in the NFL there's teams that look bad on paper and they jump up and vice versa. Teams that look good and an injury happens and then all of a sudden they're, a la San Francisco 49ers last year. Things will change. Things will move. It's the NFL. Parity happens. But when you really sit down and look at the division, and you were talking about the NFC North, and I was like, yeah, that's probably the toughest division. Chicago, Detroit, Green Bay, Minnesota. I could literally, it sounds crazy, but I could literally see all 4 of those teams winning that division. Again, injuries happen.
Yeah, I'm still not sold on the Bears.
Not sold on the Bears.
It could happen.
Yeah, they got a lot of names, a lot of talent, a lot of young talent. I think they're just waiting on their quarterback to kind of mend it and put it all together. But after that, in the NFC, would you agree that the NFC West is probably the second most competitive conference?
Yeah.
Or division, excuse me.
Yeah, because as good as the top 2 teams that are in the East, the bottom 2, and let me check on those.
Yeah, check the Cowboys, see if they up there.
See if they got any votes to win the division. Nah,
no,
nothing. Not yet. Still waiting on that. Yeah. So anyway, that's a little top-heavy division. The 49ers in a division with, Seattle could be good. Arizona, the whole thing.
Would you be surprised if any of those 4 teams in the NFC West win the division?
I think Seattle would surprise me the most, but I wouldn't be stunned. I can see it.
I'm with you. I think Seattle of the 4, but they have a good defense.
Yeah,
they truly do,
and they're very well coached, which I know is a cliche thing that people say sometimes when they don't know anything about football. But Michael McDonald is not only was he a great Doobie Brother, but he's an outstanding. he's an outstanding coach, and they've got a good fit there, scheme and personnel, and they had some really young players that played really well for them in the preseason. That give them hope that they might have more talent there than meets the eye. Got to share some with you, Jay, and this is kind of personal. I don't know if anyone cares, but I just found out today while we're doing the show. Speaking of your teams and everything, I have a history of rooting for the Padres, and the Padres have been having a really good year. They started out okay, then they made some trades. They were playing great, and I just found out today Xander Bogaerts, their shortstop, he has a broken ankle, Jay. He's out for the rest of the year.
Season.
How are you going to catch the Dodgers? They caught the Dodgers. They actually went ahead of the Dodgers. Oh, this is great. And then shortstop's out for the year with a broken ankle. Come on, Jay.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. I thought about you. Anytime the Padres pop up, I think about you. I did see a couple of the MLB experts and insiders say he would have an opportunity to return if you guys make it to the postseason, but he is going to be out for the rest of the season, which basically says, here you go, Dodgers. It's your division to win. I know.
I think he fouled the ball off his foot because they didn't play yesterday, so no one even knew there was anything going on. And then, I saw his broken ankle.
Padres falling apart at the end of the season, per usual.
I really don't have much I can say to that.
Just make it to the playoffs.
There you go. All right, you're right.
Get to the postseason.
Yeah.
The same thing you're telling me about the 49ers, I'm going to tell you about the Padres.
Okay.
Make it to the postseason, then we'll see from there.
I just don't want the Giants to catch him, Jay.
What? Just because what the Giants won 5, 6 in a row?
5 in a row.
5 in a row.
Surging.
Yeah, they're
saving Bowmel's job.
You want to check that list, check the baseball list to see if the Giants going to be the postseason?
Maybe I will check that in a minute. We'll come back with the Kevin 7 most likely surprise NFL teams in 2025 coming up. Sacktown Sports.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Future Ford.
I'm Dirk Verdorn in the KCRA3 Weather Center. It's going to be a warm evening tonight, but eventually temperatures will cool down into the 60s as we head into Saturday morning. We'll have clear skies and temperatures warming into the upper 90s, around 100 degrees Saturday afternoon. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
Can you believe it? Summer coming to a close here. That means it's time to start thinking at least a little bit about making sure your home stays warm during the cooler months ahead. How's your HVAC system coming along? If you got any questions about it, you need some help with it. Maybe you need maybe it's time to just get a new HVAC system. So many options out there. How do you know who to choose? I recommend Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating, leesair.com. They helped us out last winter, got us through the winter, kept our house cool all summer. Couldn't be happier with the unit that they brought out. Why choose Lee's? That's the big question with so many options. They offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee. That can't be topped. They get 4.8 stars on Google. They've won awards for their service, and they've spent more than 40 years serving the Valley's HVAC heating and plumbing needs. You can trust them. I'll tell you, we trust them. You can trust Lee's with installation and repair of your AC, furnace, water heater, plus residential, commercial plumbing repair, commercial HVAC services too. I got something going on under the house that may involve a leak that I think I need to have them check out as well. Find out more at leesair.com. Check out their mission statement, all about serving customers and community, and check on their $99 HVAC tune-up service. Let Lee's take care of you the way they took care of me, treating us like family. They set us up with an HVAC system that has improved our quality of life and has improved the quality of the air that we breathe. That's important. Lee's Air, Plumbing and Heating, license number 635355.
It's the final days of Summer Closeout 25 at your Future Ford dealers. Get closeout pricing on F-150, Bronco, Explorer, Mach-E, and more. But don't wait. It all ends Monday at Future Ford Lincoln in the Roseville Auto Mall and Future Ford of Sacramento at I-80 in Madison.
Saving for retirement was tough enough for us.
Yes, and navigating markets can be challenging at times.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we take a disciplined approach with your investments.
Tell us more about that.
We take an active approach to money management, positioning your portfolio for opportunities we see ahead.
So all your clients get the same portfolio?
No, we tailor your portfolio to your individual goals and needs.
What about communication? We don't like being left in the dark.
We check in regularly to keep you informed on the markets and your portfolio.
Which means you'll help us stay on track.
Yes, our goal is your comfortable retirement. And as a fiduciary, we always put your interests first because we do better when you do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This Labor Day Sell-a-thon, your California Ford dealer proudly salutes you. From job sites to open roads, Ford trucks and SUVs move the people who move the nation. And for a limited time, get the biggest deals on an incredible selection. Like the built Ford Tough F-150 truck, part of Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 48 years and counting. Or the adventure-ready Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport, with GOAT modes to help you conquer the great outdoors. And check out the always electrifying Ford Mustang Mach-E with 0 to 60 thrills and 0 emissions. To the ones who keep America moving, these deals are for you. It's the Ford Labor Day Sell-a-thon, and it's your chance to save. Whether it's gas, hybrid, or all-electric, now's the best time to get behind the wheel of your brand new Ford truck or SUV and drive it home today. So go to your California Ford dealer now. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
With 25 award-winning years in Northern California, Ashton & Price is your local injury law firm. Pro attorney tip: if a firm presents as local but they're in LA, red flag. If your first consultation is not with a lawyer, big red flag. At Ashton & Price, your first consult is with a local attorney, and if serious injury prevents travel, a lawyer will come to you. Still not enough? George Washington's my uncle. At Ashton & Price, no red flags, just red, white, and blue.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Okay. And I guess she said, well, you guys tell me, this is the morning show. So J. Ross and Chris and Dave, she said, tell me who you think is the easiest. And they said, Kyle Draper. And she said, nope. I didn't hear this. This is just what she told me.
Okay.
So she said, top to bottom, this is Angie's rating. She said, well, I'll start at the top. She said, she said Carmichael Dave's the easiest.
No way.
That's what she said. She said, he goes in there. She said, he'll read something and he doesn't even stick around to see if it's right. And he's gone. And so it boom, boom, boom.
No way.
That's what she said.
I don't believe that.
Then she said, tied for second, she said, is me and J. Ross.
That's where I was thinking you and Jay would probably be number one.
Mm-hmm. And last time I was in there a couple days ago, I did a 30 and it was like, boom, right.
Okay.
Another 30, boom. And then I did a 60. And I think she was saying, woo, if this one's 60 And I think I might have moved up in the standings, but I was a little short. So we just added a little bit. But I almost was 3 for 3 in one take.
Oh, boy.
So anyway, she says, me and J. Ross are second. Then she said, and I think there's kind of a drop-off here after 2 from what she said.
Okay.
Alan Stiles.
Okay.
Who I guess is, people say, he says, hi, I'm Alan Stiles. And I guess when he's in there doing it, people out here, they can hear, hi, I'm Alan Stiles. Hi, I'm Alan Stiles. Oh, and he took him a couple takes there. And she said, tell Alan that I said you, Whitey, are a one-take wonder. So I did, and Alan was like, no, she didn't say, did she say that? Really? She said that. And then she said Draper is the toughest, but she said he likes to talk. And I thought she meant, between takes, but she says he'll go way past like the 60-second mark. He's doing a 60 and he just keeps going. And she's like looking at the clock, shaking her head. It's like way over.
So my guy is the worst?
Yeah, the toughest, but not because he's, unpleasant or anything. I guess, according to Angie, who does the production, he requires a little more. Nope, got to rein it in a little bit more. A TV guy.
Yeah, makes sense. Mm-hmm. Makes sense. What reminds
the spots
me?
He does are great.
Yeah.
When we hear them, they're tremendous.
Yeah, definitely.
Hi, I'm Alan Stiles. That's my guy.
Alan ain't never gonna lay that down.
And then he mixed it up last week.
Oh,
hey, I'm Alan Stiles.
Did you Wednesday we gave away the golf to go?
Yeah.
And you talked about Frank and his mosquito update versus the latest update.
Golf
that
to
he's
go
given.
on mosquitoes was not my favorite, and then he had the one about getting out of a sand trap, which was great.
That was on point.
Yeah.
So you were saying that right at the end after I told you golf to go is next, and so they came on the very next minute. And did you hear what he said?
I didn't.
Oh, okay, we got to play it.
Oh, okay.
And we're talking about golf rather than playing, but somebody's got to do it, I suppose. Whitey Gleason, he's not going to come out here and do it. And
definitely not.
I'm not sure he could.
No, he wouldn't do that.
We invite him to play golf a lot.
Never shows.
Never shows. Not at all. No. I don't know whether he thinks that he's too good for us or.
Oh, it's clear he does.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah, I think so. It's a snub.
Okay.
For sure.
Well, we'll just have to learn to live with that.
Yeah, Frank's not going to just take the punches.
No.
He going to punch back.
He hit you with the rope-a-dope, 100%. I said, man. I tell Anthony, I said, man, clip that for me real quick, brother. Clip that for me. So,
yeah.
Shouts out to Anthony for clipping that. But, yeah, man, you got to get out there and hit the links, brother.
You're right. You know how you're boxing, and whether you've boxed or not, this is true. You're boxing, and you've got somebody in a spot. Maybe he's got a bad rib or something. He's protecting it. So you're going to go after that, right? If you're fighting.
Yep.
Yeah. Or if he's got a
better believe it. Absolutely.
So Frank knows the fact that I haven't played with him all this time. He knows I've got
That's the weakness.
I'm trying to protect that. And he's smart. Like, bam,
yeah.
bam.
Straight to the zone.
Yes. Bam. All right, Frank. Okay. Yeah. He's experiencing this.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's all good, man.
Yeah. I'll get out there if you get out there.
Yeah, you may never get out there.
It's time here, Jay, for the Kevin 7 for Friday, August 29th.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7.
It's not 1, 2, or even 3. It's 7. Kevin 7 with Whitey Gleason.
The 7 most likely surprise NFL teams for 2025. I invite you, Jay, at any point here in this list, you want to jump in, give your thoughts, you got questions, comments, please. Not expecting them, but I welcome them if you have any. Number 7, and let's be honest, we're starting at 7, so this is a team that's not likely to surprise. We've got 7 teams on the list. I'm trying to cover my behind, so, one of these teams hopefully will do something. I go, they're on my list. But this team at 7, probably unlikely, but the 7th, likely a surprise team this year. As shaky as Daniel Jones is, I think he should bring some stability, Jay. Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman Jr. need to stay healthy. Weak division. That means low expectations. And that's one of the keys to being a surprise team is nobody thinks you're going to do anything. The offensive line did look like an issue in the preseason. That's not good. But I got the Colts here at 7. Last year, I know you and I both had them a little higher on our
You're
list.
going to the well one more time, huh?
Yeah.
Boy, what's the belief? What brings you back to Indianapolis, to the field house?
Like I say, I think they're just going to be a little more consistent with Daniel Jones.
That's saying a lot.
Yeah.
Consistency and Daniel Jones in the same sentence, I'll leave it there.
Yeah. Number 6. I don't have a lot here other than I love Drake May, and I think Mike Vrabel's a good coach, so I'm putting New England on the list as the 6th likeliest surprise team.
Just gave away, they just cut Jabril Peppers, their safety. Been a stalwart for a minute. He's a good ball player. We'll see where he land. More power to you for the Patriots.
Number 5, 5th likeliest surprise team. Tell you what, they're going to run the ball. They also think that their quarterback is the next Sam Darnold. They think he's the next Baker Mayfield, a guy that everyone kind of gave up on, and then all of a sudden it's like, wow, he's back, rising from the ashes. The next Geno Smith. The New York Jets are the 5th likeliest surprise team. They're very excited about Justin Fields.
Whoa.
That's 5th out of 5th, Jay. So they're down the list. Now we start to get into
like
the
that
area.
Defense.
Yeah.
I think Justin is better than what he's been given credit for, but you like that defense?
Yes, and they can defend and they can run the ball. Gives them a chance to surprise.
All right, okay.
Number 4, strong preseason play from players like tight end Nick Kellerup and linebacker Drake Thomas. Very well coached, as we were just discussing. A lot riding on Sam Darnold. Seattle Seahawks are my 4th likeliest surprise team this year.
I could see it. I truly believe they could slip in and win that conference or that division. I keep saying conference.
Yeah.
Keep winning that. I'm not opposed to hearing that. Jackson Smith and Jigba. I really like their young guys on the corner. Devon Witherspoon. I love Reek Woolen as well as their left cornerback. So I could see it.
Number 3. Remember, when expectations are low, the potential to surprise is high. They have an improved offensive line. Tyler Lockett, Calvin Ridley added. I think their young quarterback, their rookie quarterback, is going to be really good. Weak division. It wouldn't take much after what they did last year to surprise people. And I say the Titans are going to be a surprise team this year, Jay.
What did I say for the Jets?
Tennessee Titans. They win 7 games. It'll be like, whoa, this is a miracle.
That's true.
That's true. Number 2, I'll be honest, this is kind of a sentimental pick. And it surprises me because years ago I had decided I never wanted this team to win another game. But there's something about what they're doing now. Maybe it's because we've talked to a number of people who follow the team. Their running back they just drafted, going to be very impactful. People say, this coach, he just wins 10 games every year. That doesn't make sense to me, but I'm going to roll with it. Number 2, second most likely surprise team in the NFL.
Raiders?
The Raiders.
Yeah, that may be a sentimental pick right there, my brother. I love Ashton Genty. I hate the fact that he went to the Raiders because I think he's going to be an all-pro sooner than later. He's just super tough. He does it all out the running back position. I can understand the fact that Geno Smith is at least a 500 type quarterback nowadays. What scares me is this. You tell me. After Max Crosby, you have Adam Butler, Malcolm Kuntz, Jermaine Pratt, Landon Roberts, Devin White, who's a good linebacker, but a little longer than 2, Darian Porter, Jeremy Chin, came from the Patriots, Isaiah Polo Mao, Darnay Holmes, who has a name.
I think they have
that's their starting defense.
The entire secondary. I think the whole secondary is redone from last year. That may not be a good thing, but have you heard the Pete Carroll thing about wingspan? I was reading today.
No.
He wants guys in the secondary who have arms that are 32 inches long. And they just cut a guy today who had been a starter, and his arms are like 31 inches long. And people go, yep, that's no.
You got to hit 32, huh?
Yes. Yeah, I'd never heard that before. So, yeah, I got them a second, and I'll come right back with my surprise team for 2025 next with the Drive Guys as we wrap things up on Sacktown Sports.
listening to Whitey and Drapes, the Drive Guys.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sacktown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sacktown Sports app.
Hello, I'm Frank Cockle with Retirement Security Centers with a weekly economic update. Markets began the week reeling after President Trump moved to fire Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook, sparking fears over the Fed's independence. Long-term Treasury yields jumped and the U.S. dollar weakened in response. At the same time, a new State Bank of India report warns that imposing hefty 50% tariffs on Indian goods could backfire, potentially cutting U.S. GDP growth by 40 to 50 basis points and fueling inflation. Consumer confidence slipped again in August, with the index dropping to 97.4 from 98.7 as employment worries weighed on sentiment. The short-term outlook index plunged to 74.8, well below the 80-point recession threshold. Meanwhile, Fed Chair Jay Powell appears to be treading cautiously ahead of September's rate decision, eager to cut rates amid slowing job growth, yet weary of persistent inflation pressures from tariffs, labor constraints, and rising food costs. How might this affect you or your family? Please go to frankotherradio.com to schedule an appointment, watch videos, and receive market updates. I'm ready to help you start your journey so you can define your future.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through Mosaic Wealth, member FINRA SIPC. Mosaic Wealth is separately owned in other entities and or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent of Mosaic Wealth.
Elk Grove Honda is proud of Honda's lineup of trucks and SUVs offering compatibility and versatility to the core. From the all-electric Prologue to the Pilot, Honda's most rugged SUV, and from the Street Smart CR-V to the Ridgeline's truckload of capabilities, Honda's lineup also includes the Passport, designed for adventure, and HR-V, just as smart as it looks. See the exciting new models at Elk Grove Honda in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Hey, Sacramento homeowners, imagine the coolest, most comfortable summer in 30 years, leaving air conditioning giants drowning in overstock. That's your golden ticket to massive savings right now at Sierra Pacific. We've forged powerhouse partnerships with the world's top manufacturers. They trust us for flawless installations, unbeatable service, and our massive reach across Sacramento to move their inventory fast. In return, exclusive, jaw-dropping discounts just for you. Upgrade your home with premium systems at rock-bottom prices, installed by the region's elite craftsmen, and backed by ironclad warranties and legendary support. Plus, snag huge tax credits and SMUD rebates to slash costs even further. This inventory clearing bonanza won't last. Seize it today. Call Sierra Pacific for your free in-home consultation and discover the perfect system for your ultimate comfort. Dial 916-638-0543 now or head to sierrapacifichome.com. Don't miss out. Your cooler, cozier home awaits.
Sierra Pacific Solar Heating and Air, the guys in the big red trucks.
Get ready for a night out with Jordan Davis. It's Country in the Park 2, Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo. Along with special guests Mitchell Tenpenny, Locash, Vincent Mason, and Avriana. Make it a family day out with food trucks, games, dancing, and more. Saturday, September 13th at Cal Expo with RVs of Sacramento and the SMUD Museum of Science and Curiosity. Tickets at CITPFest.com.
Labor Day savings are on at Elk Grove Chevy with $10,500 off MSRP. Every new 2025 Silverado 1500 5.3 liter after all rebates. And Elk Grove Chevy has one of the largest selections in the Sacramento area. $10,500 off new Silverado exclusively at the Elk Grove Chevy Silverado Supercenter. Now that's big, huge. See them all at MegaChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
Excludes work trucking ZR2 Met Trading 2011 Chevy car truck. Not available with special financing, lease, and some other offers.
Made a great deal at Meta.
Your afternoon home for Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
Today, the Dallas Mavericks stretched and waved Olivier Maxence Prosper, the guy the Kings drafted in 23. They drafted him for the Mavericks. The Mavericks letting him go because they were creating roster space so they can bring back Dante Exum. But I know Alan talked about this. I talked him into it, actually. We're waiting to see if maybe the Kings might have any interest in a guy at 6'8", who was a really good defender in college, very athletic. Maybe they don't. Maybe they figure they've got, Isaac Jones for that. But I'm interested to see this weekend and the days to come if the Kings are one of the teams that might have any interest in Olivier Maxence Prosper. We'll see. We just got most of the way through today's Kevin 7 most likely surprise NFL teams in 2025. 7 Colts, 6 Patriots, 5 Jets, 4 Seahawks, 3 Titans, 2 Raiders. Before I unveil number 1, here's a deal, Jay, with Pete Carroll and defensive backs with long arms from Just Blog Baby. Pete Carroll has a known criteria for bringing defensive backs into the building. He likes tall, fast, and physical players. However, the kicker is that Carroll is a sucker for players with 32-inch arms or longer, and he just got rid of another player who did not fit this criterion. Let's see here. On Thursday, the Raiders claimed safety Tristan McCollum on the waiver wire. Las Vegas had to make a corresponding move, so they chose to waive safety Thomas Harper. He played at Notre Dame, joined the Raiders around this time last year as a waiver claim, spent the preseason with the Chargers. Despite playing 191 defensive snaps, 265 on special teams, he was the odd man out in the safety room. It should come as no surprise then that Harper's arms are 29 3/8 inches long, making him less than ideal for what Pete Carroll is trying to build.
He likes the wingspan fan.
Yeah, apparently he does. Now, maybe there are other reasons why they dismissed Mr. Harper, Thomas Harper, but some people think, oh, yeah, he was looking for the 32-inch arms. So far, and you're being very diplomatic here, as Mikey Winfield was earlier, but you're not crazy about this list so far, right? If we're being honest.
There's about 2
Colts,
guys.
Patriots,
Yeah.
Jets, Seahawks, Titans, Raiders.
Yeah, I don't really see any of them. But yeah.
Okay.
I hear where you're going,
You
though.
did say Seattle. You said you kind of saw
Yeah,
it.
I was going to say if there's anyone, I would say Seattle.
Mm-hmm. Number 1, my most surprise team, my pick for surprise team of the upcoming season.
Here we go.
Impressive run game with James Conner, physical defense, Marvin Harrison Jr. in year 2. A lot rides on Kyler, but surprise, Arizona Cardinals.
Ooh.
My pick to be the surprise team of the NFL this year.
Are you sticking with that even as we move forward? Like, is that your Colts pick last year, or is this just part of Kevin's 7?
No, that's why I did it today. That's the official pick. Now, I do, if something horrific happens somewhere along the line between now and the start of the season, in the next week or so, I could walk it back.
Can't swing it back.
Probably won't. But yeah, once the season starts, if that's your pick, you ride with it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The Cards?
Yeah.
2 from the NFC West, which lets me know it's wide open, and you don't believe the 49ers are going to run away with that division, and or the Rams. On top of that, you have a few teams that really caught me by surprise.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's one of those things like, what?
Who
wrote that? I did.
And I know you do everything with doing research behind it. You've got some crumbs behind it. But I was super surprised by the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
I like Justin Fields. I do. I don't think he's as bad as people believe. I like Breece Hall. I think Breece Hall is the type of guy, that can do well. They don't really pack a punch when it comes to the wide receiver past Garrett Wilson. But the defense we know is good.
Yeah.
We know their defense is above average.
They should be able to stop the run and run the ball. And I think that gives them a chance.
I like that. I thought you went with the Raiders. Absolutely surprised me.
It surprised me a little bit too.
Just making
I'm
sure.
just kind of hoping. The more we talk to Raider fans, the more I start to feel for them, Jay. Like I said, for years I was like, that team left. I don't care. I hope they lose every game. But I'm starting to feel, some compassion for Raider
A little
fans.
fuzziness in the heart, brother?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And I think it's hard for me to admit, but I kind of like Pete Carroll. San Francisco guy, used to be with the 49ers.
What are we doing here?
Yeah. Do you have anything you want to share today on your surprise pick? You're not obligated to just because I did.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards this.
You can go multiple teams as well if you want.
Yeah, the team that's been jumping out to me, and I've been really paying attention to make sure I'm not overstepping my boundaries and make sure nobody's really hurt. Darnell Mooney is hurt. He's questionable, so it's not the worst. But I really believe Michael Penix Jr. is going to be a good quarterback. I think he's going to be not on the level of Jaden Daniels, because what Jaden Daniels did last year, taking the Washington Commanders to the NFC Championship and really having an opportunity to win, I don't know he's going to be that good just this quick. But he's a veteran when it comes to coming out of college. He played in a few different colleges. He's a little older than the normal 21-year-old. And, of course, we had the COVID seniors and the 6-year seniors.
Yeah.
I think he had a good year last year in the form of this, Whitey. He got to rest that body coming out of Washington. Remember, Michigan beat him up in the national championship. I think he can, as they say, he can spin it.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a good arm.
Yeah.
He's got mobility. I love Bijan Robinson. Love him. I love him. Just like Ashton Genty. I think Drake London is a good wide receiver. Ray McLeod is just kind of one of them guys. Of course, he played here with the 49ers. He kind of does a little Swiss Army knife if you use him, which Kyle chose not to. I think Kyle Pitts has to break out. Like, it is his time. If you can't do it with Kirk Cousins, you damn sure better do it with Michael Penix Jr. I think you're going to be on your way out. On top of that, I like, and you just said this, if you can run the ball and you can play defense, I think they play fast defensively. I have a stalwart at left tackle with Jake Matthews, but I really, really like the pickup of Leonard Floyd. I like A.J. Terrell Jr. at your cornerback position. I like Billy Bowen, who's a nickel back, and Jesse Bates has been an all-pro. He's their strong safety. Yeah. I really like what Atlanta looks like on paper.
I think it's always smart if you're engaging in this silly exercise of picking surprise teams in the NFL. You want to stick to the South divisions because they're so wide open.
And that's the other thing.
Yeah.
Even though I like Tampa, I think Tampa's going to be something to deal with. I really like the fact that they play in the NFC South.
Yeah.
There's an if you still want from Tampa, you got them sweating. Remember, Tampa didn't run away with the division last year either. I like Atlanta. I think that's where I'm going. I'm about 99% in on it.
I like that. Hey, before we go, I know we just have a few seconds left here. I wanted to circle back to something you and I were discussing a couple days ago. We were talking about possible stadium sites for a Major League Baseball expansion plan. And I'd mentioned that an economic, yesterday I said environmental, but an economic impact report could be out by the end of the year, and that a couple of sites could be mentioned next year.
Okay.
3 sites. And apparently some of these sites, it's already been made public. It just hasn't gotten a lot of attention. We were speculating what they were. My understanding is we're talking about rail yards. We're talking about Natomas.
Okay.
We're talking about where the team is now, like West Sac. And we're also talking about maybe Oak Grove.
Wow.
Yeah.
Got sources there, Mr. Gleason.
Well, like I said, some of this has been, it's already been discussed. It just didn't get a lot of attention. But it's funny because you and I were speculating, and I think we talked about some of those sites.
We pretty much nailed 3 of the 4.
Yeah.
The Oak Grove and the Natomas. Rail yards is interesting, though.
Yeah.
Put up another little stadium right there. They just going to make that little 1 mile radius just power pack.
It's all preliminary at this point, obviously. So maybe they'll have it whittled down. The plan is, as I understand, to have it whittled down to 3 potential sites sometime next year.
Love it.
Yeah. Thanks for being with us. Hope you have a great holiday weekend. Thank you, Jay. Stick around. Yeah, we got the GR Sports Brief Show next on Sacktown Sports.